Hi, friends.
Hi, everybody.
Happy Friday. Welcome to Lorecasters
Hello.
Presents Play Shift.
Yeah.
Back at your regularly scheduled every other day Friday, or every other Friday, every other Friday.
We're streaming
Play
every
Shift
other day. We don't
every other
have
day.
jobs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're like officially gonna switch to a first and third Friday every month. I feel like that's easier to keep track of for like viewers. Because if you miss a week and you don't know if the next week is the every other Friday, first and third is easier to keep track of. So we're gonna try to stick to that. Although I think we're already gonna miss one in December, so starting in the new year, we'll definitely do that. But yeah, also we have new episodes of the podcast up. Yeah. Any other Lorecasters news?
Yeah, I mean, episode 19 was very cool. I feel like it was one of our best so far.
I
We hear
loved
a
it.
lot of, yeah, we hear a lot of good stuff coming back from episode 19. It was a very spicy one. It was very cool. Lots of drama, lots of sneak, lots of spook. So yeah, it has it all. Yeah, the we have episodes of the Bestiary out. That's where Jeremy and Julia talk to some podcast guests. Most recently, we had fellow lorecaster Stephanie on that to talk about the Displacer Beast. So they get really into the like origins of this creature and like what it does, and it's very cool. So check out the Bestiary. There's other episodes like the Kraken, and I believe the Mind Flayer was our first one.
So many tentacles, all tentacles so far.
Ooh, yeah, oops, all tentacles.
Oops, all
Yeah, so the bestiary
tentacles.
is just tentacles. We have to keep it going.
If there's anything the
I think,
Lorecasters love more than anything, it's tentacles.
yeah, or 11 tickles, whichever. Yeah, that's that. And then Jeremy has a really cool project that's kind of like it's like on the Lorecasters podcast kind of network, but it's a kind of a modern day story, like horror podcast. That's called Nyctophobia. Go check out Nyctophobia. It's on the Lorecasters feed. Jeremy does a really cool job with that. The audio is fantastic. We've got music from one of our friends at Battle Mage, Sev, who's one of the bartenders there, who also does composition and stuff. So he's made a really cool track for that podcast. That sounds awesome. So just great audio design there. But yeah, check out Nyctophobia.
He's on
And then, yeah.
Spotify. If we'll get permission and if he's cool with it, then maybe we'll post his Spotify link somewhere.
Yeah, 100%. That'd be very cool. But yeah, I think that's it on the big Lorecaster stuff. We're gonna have episodes of more casters coming to the um, kind of the Patreon feed. There we go. That's the word. And speaking of Patreon, we want to shout out all of our Patreon folks. Thank you, Mayonk, Bleon, and Jay Poyo. We love you guys. Thank you so much for sharing your treasure with us so we can help tell these stories that we treasure so much.
If you want to join them and get a shout out, link is right below.
Yeah, lorecasters.com. It's that easy. But yeah, today we are returning to the Anathema Drylands, and I just can't say Anathema Drylands without that southern drawl. So if I come in and out of that that southern accent all day long, that's just what it's going to be. But we return to the planet of Telemere and the continent of Catanathema, better known by its denizens as the Anathema Drylands. This blasted landscape, which 500 years ago the gods absolutely scoured this continent, blasted it, and absconded. The gods have no connection to the world of Telemere anymore, and that is a big mystery. But here in the Anathema Drylands, it's a land where everyone's looking for something to believe in. And we have our intrepid adventurers here with us today. Let's go around and let's do some introductions. We got some guests on the pod today, our guests on the play shift today. Again, I'm Carter. I will be your Loremaster for the evening. Chris, go.
Howdy, y'all. I'm playing Bronco. He's short of height, but tall in bravery, and tall in, well, not so tall in morality, but You know, he tries to do well for the people around him, I guess. His immediate friends. Yeah, he is a druid, and he kind of revealed that fact last time to people. Otherwise, he was just kind of like pretending to be in the background and not helping much. But meanwhile, he was like doing his little spells through nature. But yeah, he'll always go out of his way to protect his friends, like he did last week, which revealed his powers. One of his friends being John Redtusk, Popcorn to you, Sean.
I'm going to be playing John Redtusk, a orc warrior with a great sword, and yeah, he's after reeling from a betrayed past, he's finding new friends and trust again in friends. We'll see if he eventually is able to complete his journey.
Yeah.
Hello, I am Natasha. I'm going to be playing as Sandy. She is a Wanderborn Qatari sorcerer. She looks like a cute little sand cat. And I'm just kind of super excited to be here.
Yeah, thank you. This is Natasha's first time on PlayShift, so thank you so much. Long-time watcher and listener of PlayShift. Thank you for being so active and just being a great friend and being so supportive. But yeah, we're so glad to finally get you on. Let's go around and we touched on each other's characters. I'd love to touch on a mechanical aspect that is also a very narrative aspect of all of our characters. Can everyone go around and tell me what your experiences are?
Let's see. Bronco has Wind Sniffer. He's used to herding gorses, which are goat horses. He's used to watching over them. And so he knows how to sniff the wind and sense danger before it shows up. He also has Wolf in Gorse's clothing. So if you saw him, he'd be like a calming presence, but beneath that calm exterior, there's a killer waiting to be unleashed. He's not afraid to get down and dirty when it needs it. And then his third experience is good whistler, good listener. So he's good at whistling, and he's good at reading folk.
Yeah, I love those. Also very cool. Sean John.
My three experiences are a sword a day keeps boredom at bay. Second one, Blade Runners are always ahead of the cut. And the last, sharp-witted and well-balanced.
Yeah, those all sound very cool. I can't wait to see all the little, all the differences between them and like the different circumstances that they'll kind of show up in.
The last game that we did play, I was using Blade Runners always are ahead of the cut quite often to help me try and stay ahead of the cut.
That's very cool. Yeah, if Daggerheart had initiative, that would definitely be something that you could add that to. But hey, there's no initiative. It's just you just jump in and go. Natasha, what is Sandy rocking with?
Yeah, so I've got first time's the charm. I feel like she's a very little lucky cat. Fake it till you make it. I love a little like talk my way out of things. If I believe it, I can do it. And I won't let you down because she loves found family and doesn't want to let people down. And I'm excited to see what kind of like relationships I have with my other friends here playing.
Yeah. And speaking of relationships, yeah, we find ourselves in the Drylands, in a kind of beacon of community and of connection in the Anathema Drylands. It is a very barren landscape, but in the town of Wyland's Gulch, the people of this town are very tight knit. About a year ago, this once smaller than average outpost town underwent a kind of catastrophic earthquake that happened, and a Colossus, the Ikiri Mesa, just to the north side of town, rose up from the ground, seemingly grew arms and legs, and the Mesa being this creature's back, this earthen colossus, about 350 feet tall, just rose up from the ground and then began walking the drylands, began wandering. But in that aftermath, the earthquake caused a lot of damage in this town, which had kind of like recently begun like innovating and building community under the stewardship of Mayor Bill Hartley. And unfortunately, Mayor Bill Hartley died in this catastrophe, but not before he kind of created what is now known as the Hartley Land Compact, where all of the denizens and all of the people who have come to Wyland's Gulch all kind of have a cost share, kind of co-ownership of all of the land. And in the aftermath of that Colossus, they found that there is a massive vein, a massive mine of this blue crystalline material that the Drylands are so known for, called Essentia, or the locals call it lightning glass. It's this like blue sapphire-like crystal that is very like electrically charged blue. And so the locals call it lightning glass. It can only be mined using innovations called thunder bombs. Only like concussive energy breaks this crystal apart, and that crystal is then mined, processed in some arcane fashion, and the magic energy stored within it is extracted, and that is used for a whole bunch of different things, creating magical objects, powering steam engines, or arcane engines rather, powering guns and bullets and stuff. So while there's no things like where you would have like oil and like gunpowder and stuff in the West, you have Essentia in the Drylands. And the biggest vein in the Drylands was found in the wake of that Colossus rising up. So because of the Hartley Land Compact, everyone owns a piece of Wyland's Gulch, and therefore the mine just to the north of it. So the town has been booming. A lot of people have been moving here, entering into that land compact, and the riches that kind of come from processing that Essentia and selling it have made this town into one of the larger outposts, probably the largest outpost at this point in the Anathema Drylands. And so we have a tight-knit community here who is very dedicated to one another, who are steadfast and have refused offers from other Essentia barons and other nefarious interests who want to come in and extract Wyland's Gulch for all it has. So I'd like to know, Sandy, since your character's newer here, what has brought you to Wyland's Gulch, and what about this community? Well, I guess what does this community mean to you?
Yeah, so Sandy grew up in a community that really wasn't used to people using magic at all. So she kind of needed to go out and quest for someone to teach her. So she ended up here, and her her mentor that she had seeked out had to go on a quest of their own. They haven't returned yet, and she's just like, hey, I'm free and available and would like to keep doing things. These people are in town. Met them who knows how long ago, but we're connected in some way already. We'll flesh it out.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, on a quest for magic. There's plenty of magic here. It's almost we have another wizard friend who has been with us. Her name is Mary Lou. The Stephanie's character is a part of this community as well. And arcane people who actively cast spells. They're not like anathema here. They are not looked down upon. They're just rare because magic has been very commercialized. If you can afford it, there are objects, there's technology that kind of do the magical things, and anybody can get their hands on it if they have the ability to do so. The kind of casting of everyday magic is just oh yeah, there's a thing for that. Why don't you just buy the thing? It's a little bit more rare that there are kind of arcane casters and stuff. But this town has been reeling over the last week from the kind of the attempted propping up of this cult of the light within us, as our last session of Play Shift showed. This wandering kind of priestly figure came into town and began preaching about the light within us. And long story short, found out that he was actually just a vampire and was recruiting people into his MLM vampire scheme to suck out the blood within them, and then therefore the higher level vampire he was extracted actual magic and the actual like life energy of mortality and of the soul. And the kind of spawn vampires just kind of did the run-of-the-mill blood kind of stuff. But John Red Tusk, Bronco, and our resident witch, Nine Fingers, were able to dispatch with this priest and his vampire spawn. But noticing that this vampire spawn, or that this priest did have marks of his own, denoting that there would be a larger or more powerful kind of light vampire out there. Beginning that mission, you also found out that there was an attempted sabotage. There was when a courier came into town, the local or the kind of shipping company that you all know of as Mercurio's Courier Co. We carry your curios in a hurry-o. They kind of came to town, and erupting from this cargo was known as a battle box, this kind of mechanical 3-foot cube that just began spinning and emitting lightning and fire and gas and all kinds of dangerous stuff. And for some reason was brought to this town. And that's not the first instance where something like that has happened, where a kind of a construct went awry, where like a little chaotic spirit showed up and began sowing discord in here. There are a lot of people who would like to scare those of Wyland's Gulch out of Wyland's Gulch, scare them into kind of selling their rights in this land compact that is respected and protected throughout the Drylands. And trying to extract that from these people, basically forcing them to sell it, and saying like, "Oh, here, you take 20,000 gold, and we'll buy you out of your contract," and knowing that like they will likely make millions and millions more on that. So a lot of people want to come for the people of Wyland's Gulch here. It's been a week since then, though, and the town has been reeling. And then the kind of cliffhanger of that last session was the reveal that the Ikari Colossus, that mesa that a year ago ravaged this town with its earthquake and its rising, has seemingly its wandering path seems to be taking it back towards Wyland's Gulch. And the mayor revealed that to our party there. So I think you two would know this, but maybe not Sandy at this point. She's Mayor Logan Hartley, the daughter of Bill Hartley. She came to town a few months after her father had died, and was elected the town mayor, and has kind of been running things. And she's very, very steadfast, very noble in her duties. And she shared with you guys as kind of these circumstantial protectors of the town that her scouts had found that the Ikari Colossus was on its way back to Wyland's Gulch, and it would be here in a matter of a week or two. It's been a week since then, so you know that you do not have much time before this Colossus is there. The word has not gotten out to the majority of the town. The town of Wyland's Gulch, I would say at this point around 2,000 people, which is still like pretty large township for this like blasted kind of Drylands. To give you guys a visual reference of that Ikari Colossus, he looks like this. He big boy.
That's a big boy. That's a mountain on a back.
That mountain on the back was just a mesa that stuck up out of the ground, and then all of the other stuff kind of rose up. And in that hole that he left is this massive kind of essentia vein. And you can kind of see those like that blue kind of crystalline material on the top of his head. But you all, if you have been in Wyland's Gulch for over a year now, would absolutely recognize that Colossus. And you all kind of have that chilling fear that it is on its way back. The scouts that Mayor Logan Hartley had sent out are your resident silver sheriffs, these kind of vigilante sheriffs that hold justice, that uphold justice, and hold those who would betray that justice accountable. Kind of vigilante lawmen using silver guns. They are able to pull from the divine domain of justice, which is very interesting since the gods have abandoned us. They do not pull their power from a god themselves. They pull it. They're imbued by the divine domain of justice. Kind of gunslinging paladins or seraphs, if you will. So these silver seraphs, and yeah, you know those folks by their names. One is Rick O'Shea. Rick O'Shea is a kind of half orc, veteran Silver Seraph, and then his protege Wyatt Dawnreach, a young kind of hotshot human. They have been tracking that Colossus and sent back notes that it is on its way. So we open up now. The second name, so yeah, the first one is Rick O, Rick O'Shea, and it's O''SHEA. And then the other one is Wyatt Dawnreach. And yeah, you know them. They're great guys. They're the town marshals. They take care of everything. Yeah. Goody Two Shoes. Wyatt Dawnreach reads more as like I don't care what the law is. I'm gonna do the right thing, right? So I'm gonna do he's a loose cannon. Loose cannon. There you go. Thank you. I was looking for the trope there. He's like, you're damn good at what you do, but watch yourself, kind of thing. And then Rick O'Shea is his mentor, kind of like the jaded Silver Seraph. He's actually one of the first Silver Seraph, as they've only been around for the last 45 years or so. But yeah, we open up on the town of Drylands Gulch. A shipment has just come in of processed Essentia goods. So there are like technologies and other things like that. Barrels of this like kind of arcane gunpowder that has been like imbued with magic for things like weaponry to power like lights and things in the city. And that train just kind of chugs along down through the city. Drylands Gulch is of course a gulch, so it is like the kind of where you would have a flat mesa. A gulch is kind of a ravine or like a valley that kind of splits a gulch in half. And Drylands Gulch is built very vertically up on top this kind of ravine. A lot of like elevators, levers, and pulleys that, like I said, that train runs through the middle, and it spans in and around this kind of mesa of Drylands Gulch. And then just to the north of that is a massive pit, the Essentia vein, the Essentia mines of Drylands Gulch. Where would we find your characters at the start of a new day? Though knowing you two, Bronco and John, knowing that the Colossus is impending. Those who have stayed here, why have you stayed with this information, and where do we find you?
I think Bronco is like at the train station, just watching people leave. And he looks like, if anyone were to see him, he'd almost look like disappointed in the people leaving. But I think as John Red Tusk approaches, Bronco tucks a train ticket into his pocket to hide it.
You know, I don't blame him.
Yeah?
I haven't really seen this thing. I haven't really seen what this Colossus looks like myself, but I don't know how much my sword's going to do against it.
Probably won't do shit, you're right. Still, there's folk here worth protecting. Not most of them, but... I mean, if Logan...
Oh, that's why I'm still here.
I don't think I'm leaving.
Should at least wait until they're all gone. I don't know if we could stop it.
Is that why? That's why you're staying?
Yeah, if I could slow it down enough, yeah.
Sounds like a suicide mission.
No, I'm not gonna get myself killed. I got too much to live for.
Bronco kind of pulls out a flask and drinks it a little bit. Well, I guess that makes one of us.
Oh, stop. You gotta teach me more about these undead. God, I hate those things.
Yeah. I mean, they're pretty fun to kill, I guess.
You see... okay, go ahead.
Yeah, sorry. And also, just as more people are leaving, he also just pulls out a little notebook and is writing names. There's going to be a lot of empty houses. I don't know if they grabbed all their valuables.
Yeah, I think the news of the Colossus has probably begun to strategically be disseminated as to not cause widespread panic, as the strength of Wyland's Gulch is in the people that remain here and remain kind of arm in arm against all of those who would like to see them leave. But to those who those who would still like to retain their place in this compact, but fear for their physical safety in this time, some of them are being sent away. And you'll see like some folks that haven't been quite told yet are asking questions around the town. You see Logan Hartley, the mayor, about 35 years old, short brown hair, human woman, always wears like a black cowboy Stetson and a brown kind of leather duster. She is kind of holding a manifest in her hands, making sure that the town got all of its kind of supplies. You see that there is a big crate that has just come off of the back of the train, and then it starts to chug away. And it is in the process of being kind of loaded up onto a cart. And you see there's like something in there that just begins to like whine and whiz a little bit, like, and it spooks a couple of the gorses that are pulling this carriage. And you see they just kind of like buck, and they begin to like move in their reins. They begin to move in their holster, and then just kind of buck up and down. One of them kind of like knocks one of the handlers to the side with its horns. After hearing this noise coming from within this box, and you see the box kind of like tips over, kind of hits the side. It's a large, I would say it's like about a 5-foot cube big wooden crate. And the gorses just start to kind of go a little nuts.
I think I will go up and try to calm the gorses, but really I'm trying to check what's in this crate.
Yeah.
Not necessarily to steal it, just to like get the vibe.
Yeah. I'm gonna ask for an action roll. Are you looking for like perception to understand what's in the box, or are you gonna go for more like an instinct roll? So I guess like they would both be instinct. So which one would you try to do first? Are you trying to check out the box more so, or are you trying to calm the gorses?
I mean, my experience wolf in Gorse's clothing, would that kind of apply to both? Could I just kind of do one roll to try to cover them both? Since, like, calming Gorses is so, like, natural to me.
Yeah, but you have, like, other intent while you're doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, I see it.
Okay, so also, everyone start with an extra hope, because I am a halfling.
Yeah, so everyone can start the session with 3 hope. Typically in Daggerheart, you just get 2 hope at the beginning of the campaign, but Chris is a halfling, so you get a 3rd. But because these are like kind of very serial people come in and out, we'll start every session with 2 hope just to kick us off.
Sweet. And I will use that experience, so I'm immediately spending that hope. Wow, that's double 9s. Crit immediately.
That's a crit. Wow, Daggerheart crit. I mean, yeah. So if you had any stress, you would clear a stress, but yeah, you gain a hope from that success. Yeah, you see, you're able to see the kind of label that's on the side of this box. It is addressed to the town's resident artificer, Robert Bobbington. Kind of a gnomish artificer that has been working on some projects with you guys, and it sounds like there's a bunch of gizmos in there, and maybe just one of them got set off a little bit and began to spook the gorses. But yeah, you go up to the gorses.
I run up to them. I have little cans of like chopped carrots, and I just feed them the cans whole because they're goats and horses.
Yeah,
and I'm just like. I'm patting them on the side. They're like little cans, so they're like little snack-sized cans of chopped carrots. And I'm just handing them off, and I'm patting them. I'm like, all right, down, boy.
I love that. Yeah, you see, like immediately, they just kind of like begrudgingly kind of like snort a little bit. They're big, kind of like rectangular gorse eyes, kind of like level on and like look at you, and you just like hear the wind whistle by your ear as you lock eyes with these 2 gorses, and they just kind of give you like a and then chomp away at the treats that you provide.
Easy.
But yeah, that box is still kind of whirring, but you've been able to kind of like calm them down a bit. And you see, I think John and a couple other people will help load that box back onto the side here. As Vex walks literally right in front of my screen. Thank you.
Angel.
You're able to get that there, and you see that box makes its way over to Bobbington's shop, kind of on the main street here of Wyland's Gulch, with the railroad cutting down through the middle. That box makes its way there. Where would we find Sandy in this moment?
Yeah, so Sandy is probably just waking up from a little cat nap. She's been kind of hanging out in front of one of the stores, just like, I wish someone would come up and talk to me. I wish someone had something I could do today.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's just so nice and cozy and warm out. I'm just gonna like spread out a bit and just like nap. And then just every now and then, just like she hears some like rustling. It's like, people, friends, adventure, a thing to do. No, okay, I'm gonna go back to sleep and just on and off cat napping.
Yeah, I think it's right as you're about to like actually start to snooze off. You're absolutely like in the sun somewhere on top of one of the probably just outside of like one of these porches, and you hear like spurs clicking and kind of like spinning, walking up to you. He says, "Hey there, little lady. This town is hustling and bustling. It's no time for cat napping."
But don't you feel the warmth on your skin? It's just so nice out.
I feel the warmth all right. And you see, as you kind of like bleary-eyed look up, you see the town's resident, kind of old, kooky guy, for lack of a better description. You see he is smaller, on the smaller side, about 5 feet tall, a little bit of a hunch to him, dark skin, but just like from being like very leathery from just being out in the sun all the time. He's got kind of a top hat that looks like someone took a can opener to like a quarter of it, or to like 3/4 of it, so it just kind of like sits up a little bit. And big black kind of top hat, kind of big handlebar mustache, big mutton chops that come down, hair just on the side here, bald on top, and you know this guy is old Jezra, and he says, "Oh, it's no time for laying around. There's a bunch of hustle and bustle around the city, and the mayor won't tell me a gosh darn thing."
Well, have you asked politely?
Well, define politely, because I just kind of go, and he just like shouts out towards the mayor. He's like, "Hey, Logan, the fuck is going on?"
That's not very politely. You gotta cool him into it.
I only got one sentence, Sandy.
I mean, that's fine. It's okay. Do you need help with anything right now? Like, get me a little bit warmed up, and so I won't doze off.
Yeah, well, she tasked me with going around and checking everyone's guns just to make sure they're all like ship shape, just to make sure everyone's got ammunition, and everyone's just doing what they got to do. I guess we're always on the lookout for threats here in Wyland's Gulch, and as the top security official of this here township, it is my responsibility.
I am sure you're doing a wonderful job.
You see, he's got like kind of like side holsters, a 6-shooter, kind of not wearing anything. He just kind of has like a white tank top, suspenders, and then just kind of like a holster that's a little too big for him. One of the guns is kind of like barely hanging in there. Hammer's already cocked. You think this thing's fully loaded, just not safe whatsoever. And yeah, he's just kind of got like very short breeches. He's got like you can see all the way up to his like very old man thighs, in these very short brown shorts and tank top. Jezra is nothing if not fashionable. And he says, "Yeah, well, it's my responsibility, and I just got to check it out. Do you got your gun okay?"
Yeah, I sure do. Yep.
All right, go ahead and show it to me.
Hey, Jezra! You miserable old bastard!
Oh shit! I got scared.
All the useless people are leaving on the train. Where's your ticket?
he's fully like moving and like kicking up a dust storm, just like fully Looney Tunes style, like trying to move, and then begins to like start to run away. You see the one that was just kind of like barely sticking out falls out of his holster.
Oh no,
Sandy, if you wouldn't mind, could you give me an agility reaction roll as it hits the floor here and goes off?
Yes. 11.
11. Oh, 11's not going to do it. You mark an HP unless you'd like to mark an armor instead. But you see the bullet just absolutely kicks off and grazes you. It just kind of like goes right over your head, zoop, and it kind of like cuts a little line in your fur as you go through. But yeah, just just mark it. Just mark an HP as it is. You see a little bit of like blood beginning to mat your fur a little bit.
Oh jeez.
Jezra just runs off.
Are you okay there?
Yeah, it's just does it still look okay?
Oh yeah, I mean, you look fine. You look decent, I guess, like a decent folk.
Okay.
Jezra is an absolute menace. I think that he's probably worse than the Colossus, if not the cause of the Colossus. So.
Okay. No.
Did he tell you that he's security?
Yeah, he said he was one of the finest.
That son of a... I'm gonna kill him.
You turn and you see that
we've been taking away every single gun that he tries to get.
Jezra's already having the same exact conversation that he had with Sandy, with like somebody else like 40 feet away. And it's just like a lady in kind of like an old, kind of like long, like I would say like a more like Bo Peep kind of dress. And she's just kind of got like a staff, just like think of like Bo Peep, I guess. And she's got a couple of young ones around her, and he's just talking to the kids. And he's just like, "You all got your guns, right?" And they're just like, "No, Mr. Jezra." And he's just like, "All right, well, I got to make sure you're all armed." So he hands them a gun. And you see the lady just like takes her staff and just begins to like bonk him on the head. And he's just, ow, 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 ow. She's like, "Get out of here, Jezra. You don't know what the dang thing you're talking about." And he just begins running off into the town. And you see Logan Hartley kind of like see him running by and just pinch the bridge of her nose. This is like her perpetual kind of like state, is just like a lot of this all the time. It's probably, I think there's just probably like a worn piece of skin that's just like very smooth at the bridge of her nose. And she kind of like looks and backtracks and looks where he kind of came from and looks over to you all.
Bronco goes and picks up the gun off the ground.
Yeah.
How the fuck did he get Logan's gun?
This
is from her daddy.
Logan comes over. She hands the manifest to somebody else. It's like one of her like mayor deputies, and they begin kind of moving things around. As kind of an older goblin fella, and she kind of comes over to you, and she just says, "Oh, Jezra causing trouble again. I told him he should be on the first train out of here."
He took your fucking gun. Goes to hand, like flips the gun in his hand and hands it to her. Handle first.
Yeah. She takes he doesn't have my gun, and she goes to check her holsters, and she doesn't have them, and she goes, "God damn it, Jezra, I'm gonna have to deal with that old man. He's really gonna."
When it comes time for the hanging, I'm ready to pull the lever.
Well, thank you, Bronco, for volunteering.
It's a little extreme.
I really hope it won't. Really hope it won't come to that. You know, we did get rid of the kind of the hangman's noose here in the Gulch.
It's my arch nemesis.
When I came into town, I just, we didn't want to resort to capital punishment for as much as we could. But gosh,
if you say so. How you doing there, Logan?
Well, given everything, stressed as hell. I haven't heard from Wyatt or Rick yet, and I'm getting a little worried. They were supposed to send a missive ahead of now, or just begin to ride all the way back to give us the kind of last tidbits of information on the Colossus's whereabouts. But a week ago, when I got their last correspondence, they said it would be here in a week or two, and it's been a week. So, hell of a week it's been too. And she just kind of like stares off into the northern part where Wyland's Gulch opens up into the horizon, and she just looks off into the distance, looking for her friends. but seeing nothing on the horizon, you see like the kind of like warbling heat of that desert air on the surface of the drylands, just kind of like moving like a mirage. And then you do see something kind of coming in over the horizon. You see a dust cloud moving, and you from a ways away. Give me a instinct roll here, and I would say your wind sniffer experience might be very useful. Might come in handy.
I don't know if I want to spend the hope.
Yeah, you can.
It's kind of the perfect time for wind sniffer, but.
Yeah.
Healing is expensive, so I think I'm going to save the hope.
Yeah, absolutely.
Holy moly. I'm rolling hot. That's 24. Oh, 24 with fear, though.
24 with fear. Yeah, I'll take a fear. As you... there's a chill that runs down your spine. As you see about a dozen gorses kind of riding in a flying V pattern, coming from the horizon. And I think the one in the lead is where the fear kicks in. This is a wild gorse that you recognize, the kind of leader of this flying V riding. This is a gorse that you knew very well, that you had wrangled yourself, and had just never given in, never broken, and then was sold to the Blackstone Mercenary Guild a little while before you came towards Wyland Gulch, and that gorse just caused you all kinds of hell. But on the wind, you can smell that gorse a coming.
Did it have a name?
Did it have a name?
Ooh. Yeah, her name was Kimmy Schmidt because she was unbreakable.
Yeah.
I look to John Red Tusk and I say, "Oh shit, that's Kimmy, the most badass horse I ever done seen. You know, there's something about a horse that you can't break. You gotta respect." Huh?
What do you think you're doing here?
I don't know.
There
there aren't people riding it, right?
There are people riding
it.
Yeah, you see a dozen people riding these dozen gorses in this flying V. In the front is like this very jet black one. The rest are very like mottled, kind of different kind of coats, browns and whites and stuff. And they make their way here from the horizon. They'll probably be here. It'll still take them several minutes to get here, but you catch them coming over the horizon with that dust cloud.
You said it was what guild?
The Blackstone Mercenary Guild. You all would know the Blackstones very well. They are hired muscle. They call themselves sheriffs, but as you know, in the Anathema Drylands, there is no centralized governing body of law. Might is right here in the Anathema Drylands, and they are muscle for whoever's got the coin to purchase them. And you see 12 of them. And you guys, you know, they're just glorified gangsters. They run a protection racket, and they have been trying to get their paws into Wyland's Gulch for some time. And you see them coming riding, and you see Logan also kind of like stares off into the distance. What is it, Bronco?
It's the Blackstone Guild.
Shit.
Of all the times. I don't think they're here to help. As if we don't got enough going on.
No. They're definitely going to say they're here to help, like they always do, but there's something in the air today. Bronco, I don't trust it. What is your gorse nose sniff?
Yeah, whoever's leading them has got to be the toughest son of a bitch. Because he broke Kimmy Schmidt, and that gorse is unbreakable.
I don't reckon we're in for much of a good time with them coming, but reckon I ride out to meet them. What do you say?
Sure, I'll go along. I gotta meet
right.
the person who could tame such a beast.
And
and
you see,
I'll go over to Bobbington's like horses, and I'll just grab one. He owes me, and I'll just jump on one.
Yeah, they drop it off outside of Bobbington's workshop, and you just say like, "Oh, hello, Bronco. How's it going? It's
Not
so
now.
good to see you. Okay, come by when you'd like to try on the belts again. I've recalibrated the springs."
Shit. All right. Yeah. I'll go and I'll just grab the belt out of his hand. and
Yeah,
I'll
he's
strap it on.
he's fully just got it. He's like, "Oh," but he walks away, and you don't hear him say, "But not that one." And you put that one on.
I put it on.
And yeah, it's like you've seen before. This is a kind of mechanical marvel. This is a grappling hook belt. Think very Attack on Titan, but instead of like the long kind of like rectangular prisms that like store missiles and whatnot, they are just like what do you call it? Like pneumatic, kind of pneumatically powered grappling hooks that kind of like shoot out on these like gears and stuff, and is like fully loaded up and on these God, what do you call them? Like spools, I guess. These like spools of wire, and you kind of click that into place and ride out with Logan Hartley. Does anybody join them going down here?
Yeah, Sandy would just be like, "Hey, can I go?"
I didn't catch your name.
Hi, I'm Sandy.
Nice to meet you.
You as well.
Put my hand out. Bronco.
Puts her little hand out, bit furry. Hi,
Yeah.
it's nice to meet you. You're so like opinionated.
I grew up training horses. You gotta be. They're tough creatures.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
You
Thanks
as
for
well.
sticking around.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anywhere else to go. So, here it is. Here I am. I am here. Hello. And then she'll like turn to John. I'm Sandy.
Hi, pleasure. Hi, Sandy. John.
Yeah, you see
New?
Logan.
You look very
Logan
new to
Hartley.
town. You new to town?
Yeah. I've been here for like a little bit, but haven't really gotten out. I just really kind of want to make some friends. So I figured what better place than to just be out in the open. And then Jezra just started talking to me, and then here you guys are. And then if you really want to be my friends, then that'd be really cool. I'm sure I could be helpful.
As
I think
I'm
I like
like
her.
hitching up some saddles, like one for John also. I think I'm just gonna kind of side eye Sandy and say, "What's your angle?" And I'd like to do like an insight check on her answer, whatever it may be.
Sure. Sandy, if you could, I'd love an opposed presence roll. Basically, you'll set the DC here. So if you can give me that roll, let me know what that is, and then we'll have Bronco roll against it.
9.
Okay.
I got another crit, and it was 2
Okay.
9s again.
Okay. So take that hope, Bronco. Sandy, what did you roll with? Did you roll with hope or fear?
I rolled with hope.
Okay. Yeah. So you can take a hope there. But yeah, you tell Bronco what he gets from that answer. What he discerns on a critical.
Like,
What
when you say you want to make friends, Bronco's response to that is, "What's your angle?"
In no angle. I'm actually very fluffy and like there's not really a lot of angles to me. But I mean my family doesn't really want me around, so I just kind of really want companionship in other form of groups that's not my family. So my angle is to learn about what I could do, and maybe you're kind of very intimidating.
Bronco's gonna lean over to John Redtusk and say, "I think I need to adopt this one. She ain't ready for these wilds."
I wrap you a little bit with my knuckles on your shoulder, like be nice. She's too sweet for this area.
I know. Fuck. I think I'm going soft.
As you say, I'm going soft. You see the gorse just kind of
All right.
kicks up a little bit. Yeah, you see Logan kind of like look to you, Bronco look to you, John. Thanks for Sandy. Yeah, glad to have you along. You tangled with Blackstones much before?
Nope. Never heard of them.
Fantastic. You see she just kind of shakes her head, tightens her Stetson to her head, and then goes, yeah, kicks off on her gorse. I think you all are given a gorse here. And are you all, I think probably Bronco has to wrangle one for you, Sandy. And you guys ride out to meet this like approaching dust cloud of these 12 Blackstone mercenaries riding their own gorses. You guys exit the perimeter of Wyland's Gulch, and you kind of these two groups meet just in the middle point between like the mine pit to the north and to the edge of the kind of town, the edge of that gulch, and you all meet up in the middle here. Before they get too close, John, looking out at these fellas here, you know that Blackstones are always up to no good. You know that they're just trying to strong arm people into their protection racket. But the person riding at their head, he sticks out to you. And you see... my thing just literally exploded. Sorry. You see Elliot Red Tusk, your cousin. Your backstabbing, no good, son of a bitch cousin that left you to die on Heroes Hill. Riding at the head. I
unsheath my greatsword. It tip of it hits the dirt, and as I'm walking towards him, it's just grinding the tip of my greatsword along the dirt. That yellow belly son of a bitch.
Yeah. Just kind of this deep forest green orcish skin, very strong jawline, dimpled chin, strong tusks kind of protruding, yellowish eyes, also wearing a very imposing black kind of cowboy hat, black Stetson here, that kind of curls up at the ends. You notice as you get closer, he sees you and just kind of smirks a little bit, showing these tusks. If a smirk could be aggressive, if a smirk could be baiting you into throwing a reckless first punch, that's exactly the look you see on your backstabbing cousin here. And then his gaze immediately shifts towards the mayor at the head of your party as you all kind of like pull your gorses up to a stop, and you stop about 20 feet from one another. Mayor Hartley, it is a pleasure to see you again. I hope you've been considering our litany of offers for protection for this here fine township. We would hate to see Wyland's Gulch just get, pummeled into non-existence by that Colossus there. Then he kind of like looks over his back at the horizon. She says, we've had enough of you Blackstones around here. We don't need your protection. We never wanted it, and we never will. So you just ride back into your dust cloud there, off into the horizon, over to your bosses, and you can tell them to just fuck off. He says, I thought you might be saying that. Well, how long did your boys say the Colossus would be here in? I assume they said a week or two, right? Well, we've done our best to hold it off, learn from it as much as we could, harrying its way here, and we held it off. We maybe shaved a day or two off of it, but it is just over yonder, and it is on its way. Less than 48 hours now, I'd presume. Don't you feel
if you
that?
want to protect the town, I'll even hire you to protect myself. Hell, I'll even stand behind you while you do it.
You got that kind of coin nowadays, John? A lot of work out there for a yellow-bellied coward.
I'll pay you back after.
Yeah. I keep my coins behind me. So you just step right up and try to take it. And he's just kind of smirking at you, pulling on the reins of the horse. You see, I think, Bronco, you see Kimmy Schmidt here. The picture of a composed, very well trained steed. She's not bucking, she's not moving, just very standing there, eyes locked dead ahead, looking at nothing.
Yeah, I've been trying to pay attention to the conversation, but it's hard because I've been staring daggers at Kimmy Schmidt this whole time.
Yeah. You're staring directly at her. Give me an instinct roll.
Okay. It's pretty good. 21 with fear.
Fear. Yeah, on that, you see she's staring dead ahead. Not making any notice. You see all the other horses are just kind of like milling about, kind of like clomping their hooves a little bit, just kind of moving, just kind of like banging their heads. You see she is the picture of stillness. And I think there's something that spooks you about that. You say even the most broken horse, even the most tame one is still, a bundle of energy. She's just locked straight on to nothing.
I'm gonna lean over to Sandy and say, something ain't... Well, first, that feller looks a lot like John. They seem to know each other. Second...
he seems upset.
Yeah. Second, that gorse ain't right.
Oh.
Something's wrong with Kimmy. It's almost
How
a shame.
so? Do you know her?
Oh, I know. Everyone around these parts, at least from Vulture Gulch, knows that horse. That gorse.
Oh.
Something ain't right.
Do you need to spend some time with the horse? With the gorse?
What do you mean?
I don't know. Maybe you need to talk it out.
With the gorse?
Just kind of get into her head and just see where she's at.
I just kind of lean back. Yeah, well, I'll do that. Just kind of pat her on the shoulder. Yeah.
Can I try to do like a arcane sense to sense the presence of magical people or objects within close range?
I love that. What a brilliant question. Yeah. This is definitely going to be an analyze roll, so I'm going to ask for a knowledge roll here. Unless you have a specific ability that lets you like detect magic in any kind of way, that arcana, that sense is definitely going to fall. And I know you're a sorcerer, so there might be something for instinct here. But being this is like a first stab at it, I'm going to ask for a knowledge roll.
Okay. It's only a 14.
14 with?
Fear.
Fear. I will take a fear. Yeah, you, I think, do detect a little bit of arcane power. Something that is not natural. I don't know if it's arcane, but there's something. There's like a dull buzzing that seems to be coming from each of these black stones. There's like this faint hum of, you don't know if it's energy, you don't know if it's presence, you don't know what it is, but there is something about them that hums with power. Strangely though, it doesn't seem to come from the two leftmost black stones on this kind of like flying V formation. Yeah, you detect that faint buzz, but you do not detect it from the two on the outermost side, the left side. And you see Logan just continues to speak with Elliot here, and she says, "Well, you can tell your boss to shove it. We're doing just fine over here." And you can see the train kind of like chugging along down the tracks, and he says, "Oh yeah, I'm sure you're doing just fine. Evacuation efforts already started. I'd hate for this beautiful little township just to go completely unoccupied, because then, as you know, the land compact would be broken, and well, all sorts of interests could come in and stake their claim." And she says, "I know the land compact. You don't have to write it. You don't have to read it to me. My pa wrote it, and he did a damn good job of it too. So folks like you couldn't come in and sweep it out from under our noses. We're doing just fine there, Mr. Blackstones. Y'all can be on your way now. Continue to play with the Colossus all you want." And she kind of looks at them and she says, "A couple of your boys look a little bruised up there." And you see some of them have like bandages, some of them have like black eyes. Some of the gorses even have looks like little like pellets like hit their fur, so there's like kind of like scarring on the sides of some of these. It looks like they've been through some sort of scrape in the last few days or so. He says, "Yeah, well, we handled it just fine. We only lost a couple of our own, but yeah, between you and me, these goons are replaceable."
Quick question.
Yeah.
Do any of them have gunshot wounds?
Do any of them have gunshot wounds? Give me an instinct or a knowledge roll. I think I'll ask for instinct here.
$15 with fear.
15 with fear. Yeah, I think you see, I'm stacking up my fear here. You see that a couple of the individuals kind of interspersed have one of them has like a bandage wound that is like you see like a red spot kind of bleeding through in a centralized kind of location. That's an awful telltale sign of a gunshot wound. It looks like they've been in a scrape, and probably not just with the Colossus.
You guys didn't happen to run into 2 marshals earlier?
Marshals? Out here? Well, fellas, aren't we the marshals of the Drylands? And you see all of them just kind of like look and just kind of like nod a little bit. Sandy, you see the 2 that do not like resonate with this like faint energy. You see that they do not nod. They just kind of continue to stare straight ahead. And you see like the other ones are just kind of like smirking in the way that like bullies do when like they know that there are no consequences coming to them. They're just kind of very self-assured, very haughty, just kind of like, yeah, we're the law out here, boss. And she's, "Oh, yep, you hear that? We're the law out here, John."
Rick and Wyatt, did you run into them?
Can't say I've ever come across those names before, John. Why do you ask? Some of your folks
Some
go
of your
missing?
boys don't look like they went toe-to-toe with Colossus that has some sidearms.
Well, when you're in this business, a couple of outlaws come around, you know, gulch goons and the like. You get into some scrapes here and there. You know the
Yours,
gulch
your own
goons.
are the only gulch goons that I know of.
Yeah, the Gulch Goons, one of the more notorious outlaw kind of factions here in the Drylands. They're kind of everywhere. They've got different little sects here or there. But he chalks it up to a scuffle with the Gulch Goons. Well, if you're not paying, I don't got much reason to stay around. Y'all have fun with whatever's left of your town in the next few days. We'll be into check next time, and our offer won't be so sweet next time around. Be seeing you, Logan. Be seeing you too, John. and you see they kind of go, kick up their horses, their gorses. They turn, and they begin going back the way they came.
Oof.
One thing that you would have seen, John, on him, just like his general look, he kind of like a white shirt. He has there's no like emblem of the Blackstones, but what they do have is they have these like bars that clip to like almost like tie clips. They like clip to the lapel of their dusters, and they kind of denote their rank. So you see a lot of these guys only have like one bar. You see that Elliot had like 4 bars of this like black stone. It's like this like not quite a gem, but this like black rock that lined his lapel. You see he's got 4 of them. That's pretty high up there in the Blackstones.
Who's that?
Forgive me, Catherine. I didn't mean to say that. That was former blood.
I see.
His mother's actually very sweet and nice. I didn't mean to say that.
Logan looks to you, John, and she says, "You think they were scrapping with our boys?"
Like I said, a Colossus doesn't carry a sidearm, and ours are missing.
Yeah, I should have heard from them by now. They would send they should have sent letters ahead, check-ins, but they might just be riding hard to get back here before that Colossus does. But if what they say does ring true, then and you kind of do feel it in the ground. The gorses, I think, kind of like begin to like move a little bit, kind of like a little unsteady, a little nervous, and there's just the faintest rumble in the ground. You can see some of the pebbles move every 12 seconds or so, kind of rumble.
There. It's all right, John. I know when certain people are around, it gets your blood boiling. Sandy, I feel like I need to apologize to you. I saw Jezra, and that man turns me into a different person.
It's okay.
I try to keep my calm. Try to be a steady presence, but that son of a bitch needs to die. Anyways, that's besides the point.
Oh, okay. Hey, did you guys notice that, like, a few of those guys were really weird?
Oh, they're all pretty weird to me.
How so?
But there was just, like, some, like, buzzing coming from them all. Kind of like a vibe that I was getting. A buzzing coming from them all. But then
quite literally a vibe.
The 2 on, like, the very end, on that side, it wasn't coming from them. And I was just, like, staring at them. And they were just really weird. They just, like zombies, like, just, like, staring straight ahead.
That's how Kimmy was.
We're vibes.
You can see them like they're not too far, but they're a good like 100 yards away at this point in riding, and you can kind of see their pattern as they're riding. You see like the other ones kind of like will snap the reins every now and then. You don't see the reins snapping on the leftmost ones. The 2 leftmost.
It's weird.
The gorses just seem to be riding like gorses do. Actually, I will say no roll necessary. You know what a gorse looks like when it's running free and when it's riding with a passenger astride its back. And those gorses are riding free.
It's weird.
Yeah, I didn't really want to say anything and draw attention. But they were weird.
Were they like illusions or something? Were there not really people? Are they just trying to act tougher than they are? Trying to squeeze some money out of us?
Should we
follow them? I understand if you want to avoid your old entanglements, John.
Oh no, the only reason why I didn't cut him down right there is because I would have 14 others trying to jump me.
I think I call bullshit on their Gulch Goon story. Maybe we should see what they're up to.
I mean, I was staring at him pretty hard. I could disguise myself as one of them if we need to.
I don't know, guys. I don't like this plan.
Yeah, Logan looks to you guys and just goes, I mean, I can't get a read on these guys. They're all kind of assholes, but a lot of them were just kind of chuckle fucks. But now that you say it, those two on the end, they weren't gabbing and yapping like the others were. They're just kind of deadpan. Well, anyway,
it seems like him and his own. It seems like him and his own will take pleasure in seeing the town burn, or pay them to watch it burn. Either way, they want the land that this town sits on. So, knowing that, once this Colossus comes, expect them to try to interfere with any defenses that we might set up.
Yeah. Well, preparations have been underway. We've been real quiet about it, but Bobbington's been working on local defenses, trying to set up, wires here and there, trying to do whatever we can. You can't defend against this kind of thing, but we've been doing what we can. If you have the time, if you wouldn't mind looking into whatever it is they have going on, it could be a help, especially if they were tangling out there with our boys, the Silver Seraphs.
Do you have anything of Wyatt's? Anything that he
she goes, well, why, what do you ask me? Why do you ask that?
Ooh, insight.
Yeah.
What?
Immediate, like, she's like, oh no.
I rolled so bad. That's only a 7 with hope, though.
7 with hope. You think that look on her face? She's like, there's like something that she's embarrassed by, and you think it's like that she just has this like absolute animosity towards Wyatt. Like she just like hates him.
Look, I know he's a loose cannon. That's not what this is about. I just need anything from him, an article of clothing or not. I don't think you would have that, but maybe like something that he
just like a jacket that you never gave back.
No, but,
like one of his underwears or something. I don't know how you would get a handle of that, but
well, now that you mention it, he did give me a couple of those fancy bullets that he makes. And she kind of goes into her gun, and she see one, and she's like kind of like the one that old Jezra had like been dropped and shot off, and she just kind of spins it, empties out the ammo in her hands, and you see there's one that like they're all kind of like metallic, but one of these bullets is like silver. And it has these like runes etched in a spiral pattern from the base to the tip of the bullet. Just kind of spiraling runes. And she says, yeah, this is one of his. He's kind of a pet project of his. He's just a little bit more spicy than your average bullet. He made this one for me. Yeah. She says he made this one for me. I mean, he's kind of made this one just to made a few of these. He said asked me to try it out if just
to make up for being such a loose cannon. I get it.
Yeah, no,
he's always
a loose
pissing
cannon.
you off. I know how much you hate him.
Yeah, no, I can't stand the son of a bitch.
He takes the bullet. He says, "Ooh, just like wanted," and he turns, and. Bronco's gonna like hide it, but his face is gonna kind of like partially transform into a wolf so he can sniff it. And I would like to use my gifted tracker ability to like get a good sense of Wyatt's smell and see if I can track him.
Sure. Well, yeah. What is the ability let you do? Does it call for a roll, or does it just kind of like say the direction of the person who owns this thing?
When you're tracking a specific creature or group of creatures based on signs of their passage, so I don't know if they passed through. I think maybe we can do like a sweep or something. I can spend any number of hope and ask questions from a list. For every hope I spend, I can ask a question.
Yeah, go ahead and ask away.
Ooh, yeah, I will spend 1 hope and ask, what direction did they go?
Yeah, you know that they took off about a couple months back now from the north. The way that these those Blackstone mercenaries are like riding off towards. So you know that they kind of left that way. And that's the way that the Colossus is approaching. So you think if they came, they would definitely be coming from the north as well. But yeah, I think there's a little bit of there's definitely some instinct in there that tells you that like something on the wind that they are due north.
Okay, I guess I'm more trying to like see if I can follow their path and if there's any point where they deviate in their direction. That's more what I'm interested in.
Sure. Yeah, like it's hard to say what their path is coming back this way because they left this way definitely a month ago. Like they left and their whole thing was they were tracking down some other nonsense, probably some of this Blackstone stuff, probably some things with this oil barons who are running a racketeering thing, trying to get their paws into Wyland's Gulch. But their mission, as Logan would have told you, kind of shifted halfway through, and it began tracking that Colossus because its weaving and winding patterns seemed to be guiding it closer and closer back towards Wyland's Gulch, and those fears were confirmed. So yeah, as far as like deviations in their pattern, it's hard to tell. They've been gone for a couple months at this point, but you know that if they were to come back, it would be over that horizon.
Okay. And yeah, I'll just hold on to that scent and...
Yeah, you've definitely got that set now. Yeah, you do know, and then if they come in within a certain range, that you'd be able to pick up on it.
Cool.
But yeah, you see those folks kind of tear off. That dust cloud is just growing and going off into the distance, and you see them just kind of like disappear, over the horizon after a few minutes. But yeah, what do you do? Which direction do you guys go? What threat are you pursuing?
What are your thoughts, Sandy?
Me? I don't know. I was just kind of hanging out, seeing what you guys do. I don't really know where to go from here. I mean, it sounds like we really are worried about Rick and Wyatt. But then also, like, the town, but then also the guys that were just here. That's too much pressure.
That's a good assessment of what we're dealing with.
I don't think Blackstone's gonna move without the Colossus. But how many days do we have until you suspect the Colossus will be here?
Yeah, they said probably about 48 hours, if that. And you feel it, those every 12 seconds, that kind of like slight rumble amongst those tiniest pebbles on the ground. It's very cracked, blasted, flat ground.
You want to try to ride out in the way of the Colossus? No more than a day? See if we can meet Wyatt on the way back? If the two of them aren't there within a day's ride, something happened to them.
True.
You feel, Bronco, in this moment, you feel a rumbling stronger than the kind of like rumbling of that ground with those supposed footsteps. You feel like and there's just a little, from the edge of the pit of that vein, there's just a little bit of like dust that kind of comes up.
I'll just kind of point over to it. Everybody seeing that? Logan.
Yeah, I think you guys can see a little bit. There's just a tiny little bit of cloud coming up from the lip of that mine.
I think we should get you back to town, Mayor.
She says, "Yeah, I got plenty of stuff to take care of. If you wouldn't mind, just going to check out whatever the hell that is. We recalled all the miners. We don't want anybody down there if the Colossus is coming back. But if there's anything going on down there, we definitely don't want. They're got to put a stop to it. So just check it out for me. Report back if you don't mind."
Chris, don't feel great about leaving her when there's potentially like a Blackstone ambush when that could be set up. I would.
Sure.
How long would it take to like escort her back and then go to the mine?
You guys are just on the outside of town. Like you can see the outside of town right now. Like it's a 2-minute, 3-4 minute ride back. As the gorse runs.
Okay. Yeah, that seems
so
serious.
She's got a straight shot back.
I'd still feel better. A quick detour to escort you back.
I'm a big girl out there, Bronco. But if you're wanting to accompany me, I ain't gonna stop you.
It's not about how big you are. There's a lot of people in that group.
Yeah, but they ran off in the opposite direction. What are they gonna do? Teleport back here or something? Like the old stories?
I kind of do a little whistle and my gorse starts walking back towards town. We don't have much time, Mayor.
All right. Lead the way then. Are you offering her to go? Are you offering to go back to town with her?
I'd like to gallop quickly back into town and then gallop over to the
Sure.
mine.
Yeah, absolutely. That happens. You gallop there. 10-minute detour. You just get there, drop her off. She continues going around. You see Bobbington kind of comes out, and he's just kind of like, well, I'm working on some of the gizmos. And you see he points over to one of the buildings there, where someone is mounting a massive looking crossbow that has a larger version of those rope coils. And a grappling hook at the end of it, and she says, "It should just go off just fine." And you see someone accidentally fires it off and goes, shh, and it lands. It lodges in the end of the mesa, and you see a very thick steel rope going across like that. And she says, "Well, damn, good to know it fires. All right, Bobbington, show me what you got." And she'll kind of go off with him to see to the defense of the town. But yeah, now you see other people also starting to see that well, what's going on? Why do they need such big ropes for? And buzz is starting to go around town a little bit here, and you notice that the tension definitely gets a little bit higher around the town. But yeah, you gallop back out to your friends, and you guys start making your way towards the mine where you saw that dust cloud kind of go up a little bit. The exterior, the kind of outside perimeter of this mine, it's wide. There is a good, I want to say there's a good, it's 400 feet across. It's not a perfect circle. It's kind of cracked and very a misshapen hole in the ground. There's a lot of mechanical structures, towers that are kind of built with cross beams that kind of go up, and they hold cranes over to pick up large deposits as they're coming out. There's kind of a spiraling pathway of ground that's just been carved out. And you're not seeing a lot of Essentia here. You see a lot of the exterior Essentia has been mined over the last year. A lot of the Essentia is a lot deeper into these mines at this point. But yeah, you see all the kind of infrastructure for mining that equipment goes out. You're not seeing carriages of thunder bombs or anything like that around. This place is more just quiet. It looks like it normally does when things shut down. For holidays or whatever, but yeah, you don't see any miners around. You don't see anybody patrolling around the sides. But yeah, as you approach, what would you like to do?
I've never been to one of these before. Is there a hat that I should be wearing so I don't get hit in the head by anything? I'm gonna look around to see if there's any supplies left behind.
Not on the outside lip of this, but like down the lip. Like if you like went down like one of the ramps or like one of the ladders that brought you down. Yeah, there'd probably be a station for some hard hats and stuff. Do you guys descend down down one of the kind of like the service ladders that gets you down into the mine?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be like, so what's your specialty there, Sandy? You can't be out
I'm
here if
good
you
at-
ain't got a little grit. So what's your?
I mean, I can. Okay, so I can look like other people. I can do like a whole walking on walls thing. I think that's helpful. I can do like lock stuff to get behind doors. Do you think that's helpful to you guys?
That could come in real handy.
Okay, so I can stay?
I mean, you're an adult. You can do whatever you want.
Oh.
I'm just wondering, about like if we got any battle synergies. I've seen Red Tusk here in a fight.
Is he good?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's a fucking surgeon with that sword. And I recently started admitting to this, but I can turn into critters.
Like what kind of critters?
I mean, think of one. Name one.
Like a squirrel?
Yeah. Well, a goat squirrel.
A squirrel.
A squirrel.
Yeah.
A squirrel?
I could turn into a girl.
A squirrel.
Yeah. I could turn into a girl. Yeah.
Bottom line, Sandy, we don't mind having you along. We just want to make sure that you don't get hurt.
No, I'll be fine. That's why I was really looking for a hard hat. I think the most thing I might be hurt by is like a falling rock.
As you say that, there's another like rumbling. Now that you're a little closer, it's a little louder, and it shakes the ground underneath your feet. And you see coming outside of one of those tunnels is just a waft of smoke kind of explodes out. It's like smoke and debris. And I'm going to spend a fear to begin a countdown timer. You guys don't know what is happening, but above table, a countdown timer is starting at 6. And when conditions are met, that countdown timer will go down. And something will happen when it hits 1.
So we're going.
Let's do it. Yeah, I mean, I assume you can't get to Wyland's Gulch without being tough, so I was just wondering where your strengths lay, I guess. But let's do this. And
I'll lead the way.
I'm gonna spend 3 hope to turn into a Geiger.
Mm-hmm.
So a goat tiger.
Hell yeah. And you're able to nimbly kind of jump down over the side. It's about a 15-foot drop, but there is a ladder down next to you guys as you approach, and you are able to move down this ladder, and you see where the kind of debris kind of exploded out of. There is a larger kind of tunnel entrance that goes underneath the ground and deeper into this mine, and seemingly that's where there's activity coming from. You guys
I hurry
continue-
ahead.
Yeah, you guys continue down this tunnel. It is dark. You do notice that there are a couple of racks that have There are pickaxes here, but they aren't used as much. The pickaxes are usually used to like break down actual rock that is surrounding these like veins of essentia crystals. But you see that there is an array of kind of like hard hats, just like fully metallic hats that you can put on that kind of have a chin strap thing to them. But you see a couple of them have like knocked against the ground, like seemingly moved by the explosion. But if you would like to put on a hard hat, you may.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick one up. Fasten it to my head. Safety first, everyone.
And you go down this tunnel. It is this tunnel faces. Oh yeah, that's right.
Is there any oil lanterns, oil lamps?
Oil lamps. There are essential lamps. There are no like. There's not as much oil here, but there are things that have like this blue powdered residue that's like ground down kind of essentia that has been like imbued into this kind of like a sand-like essence that is able to like absorb that kind of, or like hold that kind of magic. It's not so much like the crystals itself ground down, because that's incredibly hard to do. But yeah, it's this material that kind of like soaks up magic. And when you kind of like turn a little light, it disturbs them, and as they kind of like shake up, they kind of glow this essentia blue. And you're able to kind of hold that aloft into this cavern. It's kind of got like that old Green Lantern kind of lantern, where it's got like that kind of cone that comes out of it, and it projects a blue light down into this cavern. This cavern faces like southeast, a little bit back towards Wyland's Gulch, and it kind of has a slow or a moderate incline to it, or a decline to it, as you guys traverse further and further down into this mine. As you guys move, I'm going to spend a fear here, and I'm going to ask for everybody to make an agility reaction roll. As you see you feel like another further away down the edge of this tunnel, and you can see a cloud of debris enforce this concussive wave coming back through this tunnel. Everyone go ahead and give me that agility reaction roll.
Wait.
And reaction rolls do not gain hope or fear. So these are just like, you just add your d12s together and you add your modifier to it. If you have an experience, you may add an experience to it if you would like to spend a hope to do so.
I got a 20.
20 succeeds, yeah.
Wait, you said
I
agility?
got
8.
This is agility.
21. Sorry.
21, yeah, you're good. John?
8.
8. John, you are knocked prone by this concussive wave. It knocks you down. You take... Ooh, yeah, you take 18 points of magic damage as this wave pushes, and it knocks you on your ass. And since you got below 10, you're also going to mark a stress. And then, Sandy, what did you get?
I got a 16.
16 succeeds. But you got below 20, so you are going to mark a stress. You see that there are kind of like smaller kind of tunnels that carry supplies, other pickaxes, other equipment and stuff, that are just kind of like carve outs. They're not like their own like tunnels that go off into other areas, but you're able to kind of like run ahead towards this and dip into one of these tunnels as this wave kind of blows right past. But you're sitting there and your heart rate is pumping. You're just kind of and you mark a stress.
You said 18?
Yeah, you take 18. Sorry, I can't math. That is 16 points of magic damage.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then you'll mark a stress as well.
Yeah, I'm going to do 1 armor and then drop that down to a minor.
Yep. And you know without a doubt that someone is setting off thunder bombs down here. Like that is the
I
telltale
swear
sign.
if it's that old man.
It's very much like Jango Fett, the kind of detonation charge that. But
The
you're hearing like
sound in anything ever.
yeah. Yeah, thunder bombs just sound. They just have that kind of sound to them. And you, do you guys continue down this tunnel where the source of these explosions is coming from? The third now.
I'm gonna look to you guys. I'm gonna say I'm pretty sneaky in this form. Should I like kind of scout ahead?
From what I understand, the two of you might be pretty sneaky. You and Sandy.
Oh yeah, dang! I can't even see Sandy. It's like she's totally disappeared. Can I?
If you'd like to stealth ahead, you may. Yeah. Okay. With that detonation, I have marked the countdown die from 6 to 5.
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to get sneaky so we can move a little bit faster without drawing attention.
Yeah. Sandy, he's gonna sneak ahead. Are you also gonna sneak ahead with him?
Yeah, I'll be like middle point.
Okay.
Between the two.
Yeah, this if anyone who's sneaking ahead, go ahead and give me a finesse roll.
So that says 6 with hope.
Okay. Yeah, take a hope. Sandy, what'd you get?
13 with fear. Oh wait, no, I'm sorry. 15 with fear.
15 with fear. Okay, you begin to kind of list ahead a little bit. You with John kind of tracking a little bit further behind, but you guys prowl into the further into this cave. There's not a lot of offshoots onto these things. You see any other carve-outs here are just kind of like service areas for, supplies and whatnot, and to just store. You do pass by one that just kind of has like raw Essentia crystals that have like recently been mined, but they haven't been picked up yet. So they're just kind of like these glowing blue chunks of crystal that have grown naturally out of the ground here. And you kind of pass by those. And as you guys walk, I will. That's a natural 20.
Does that beat 6 though?
And that's a natural 1. So fun stuff headed your way. But I rolled first for our friend Bronco here. So Bronco, as I bring
crits are so strong in this game.
Here, yes, they are. Let's bring this guy up. You feel a sharp blade go straight between your collarbone or your deltoids here, like your shoulder blades. Okay, well, they have advantage on that technically. So I already rolled a crit for you. I'm gonna re-roll. I'm gonna roll again to see if I do something better for Natasha. Natasha, Sandy does an 8 hit your evasion score?
No.
Okay. So you feel this driving down between your shoulder blades, and you are going to take 2. So in Daggerheart, crits explode. So I get the full value of the damage dice, which is 2d8. So I automatically deal you 16 plus their 1, so 17. And then I also deal 24, 30. Bronco, you take 30 points of physical damage.
What's
as
the
this
rule
dagger?
If you like double the severe?
It is if I double your severe, you're going to take 4 hit points.
Can I use armor to reduce that to just 3?
You can use an armor to reduce it to just 3, so you'll take severe damage here instead of critically severe damage. As dropping down, there is this humanoid creature shrouded in darkness. Sandy, you see this just a moment early, and you are able to jump forward rather than backward, because if you had jumped backward, you would have also found a blade in your back as well. As you see that there are a humanoid that has stabbed him, and then looking behind you, you see a shadowy kind of figure that like blends into the shadows. Their form is almost misty, and as you kind of like lock your eyes onto them, you see that mist and that shadow kind of coalesces into a kind of ghoulish form, and you see these two adversaries between you. John, you see this kind of running up as you hear Bronco cry out in pain. And Bronco, you are also currently vulnerable, as this assassin has stuck you with a poisoned blade. We don't roll initiative in Daggerheart, so what would you guys like to do? I've taken the spotlight to do that. You see these two assailants, one humanoid, one corporeal, the other more of like a misty shifting form. You see it has like these like yellowish kind of like burning slits, and there's no eyes, just these like slits of light in its shadowy form. What would you like to do?
Seeing the one in front of me land hit on Bronco, I would like to try to do a shadow bind against him.
Cool.
Sick.
So if make a spellcast roll against all adversaries within close range, targets you succeed against are temporarily restrained as their shadow binds them in place.
Yeah, I'll say you can get both in close range. They would both be in close range of you.
Oh, cool.
So go ahead and give me that spellcast roll.
Oh, is it too late? Because I forgot I have this thing. I have a rune ward where I can spend a hope to reduce damage by 1d8, because that would bring it down below a mega damage hit.
I'm gonna say you didn't. It's like it was a full surprise. Like
Sure.
you just didn't even know it was coming. Came out of nowhere.
Okay.
That is a 14 with hope.
14 with hope. 14 actually just meets their difficulty class. Their difficulty. And you hit this person. Yeah, you hit this humanoid. Sorry. And it hits the other one as well because you get both, right? And the other one, the shadowy one, lower difficulty, but yeah, you get both of these guys. What does it look like as those shadows come up and bind them? One of these creatures being a shadow-like being themselves. What does that look like?
Yeah, it just looks like a black cat paws, just coming around and like playing with them like they're like flies. So like just grabbing them in like their little shadow paws.
Yeah. And that restrains them and they can't move?
Temporarily restrained.
Okay, cool. They're restrained. I have the ability when I have the spotlight to like clear that if I would like to, but we'll say that stands for now as they are themselves surprised. That is your spotlight there, and you rolled with hope.
Yes.
So make sure you take that hope, and somebody else can do something now.
Do you want to go, Sean?
Yeah, I can go. I will charge up and see if I can get up to the little scuffle that's going on right now.
Yeah, the first one that you would see is the one that just tried to attack but missed Sandy, this like shadowy being with these like slits for like eyes in its head. It is bound, it is restrained, so it's not vulnerable, but it cannot move in this moment. It's kind of like caught between these like these shadowy cat paws.
Gotcha. I will unsheath the greatsword, be charging up to them, and the tip of the greatsword will catch along the cavern wall, scraping along the cavern wall until I get up to them, and then it snaps away from the wall and thrusts up straight through them if I can attack.
God, that's fucking sick. Very cool. Yeah, absolutely make an attack.
So that's 17 damage.
What did you get to hit?
Sorry, to hit. 15.
With hope or fear?
With fear.
Okay, I'll take a fear, but a 15 absolutely hits the shadow one. And then you said 17 damage. Is
Yes.
this all physical damage?
Yes, all physical, no magical.
Okay. You see that your physical damage is does not do as much as you would like. This creature is resistant to all physical damage, but it still takes those 8. And 8 is its major, so it marks 2 hit points. Okay. It's looking hurt. It's not by any means badly beaten, but it is like it definitely took that hit. It doesn't turn so much as like those 2 like yellow slits just kind of like come to the what you think is the back of its head, and then the 2 hands like reach out towards you. The hands go way longer than they should be able to, and they just go to touch into your chest, and you feel a cold breeze not pass through your skin but pass through your heart itself. And we'll see if you're able to overcome that. Yeah, that's they get a 22. I rolled a 19 on the die there. So 22 to hit. This guy gets to do 8, 2. He does 10 points of magic damage to you. And you mark a stress as this grips your heart. So you feel like your heart almost like have like an arrhythmia here in this moment. Like it skips a beat and it beats. It's like it beats on the downbeat now instead of the upbeat. It's like fully thrown off the rhythm in your heart, and that one hits you. I will.
Let's go the other way now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my spotlight. Who would like to go?
I will get revenge for my friend. I'm also trying to like avoid the creature that stabbed me through the shoulder blade, so I'll just kind of whip around and kind of flank the ghost, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a shadowy ghost.
I'll pounce on it. So I'm going to use a takedown. So I'm going to mark a stress.
Takedown.
And I make an attack roll with advantage because I am a Geiger. Whoo! Ah, shit, though. I rolled with fear. But I still got a million. That's 24 to hit.
Yeah, 24 super hits.
But with fear.
Is that, are you going to be dealing magical or physical damage?
This is physical, but it's a lot. It's 48.
Yeah, see what it does.
Okay, 18. Oof. 20 plus 6. So 26 physical.
26 physical, halved to 13, which is still this thing's major. It takes 2 hit points. It's not looking good. It's now bloodied, not quite badly beaten.
All right, I'll take it.
And you rolled with fear. So what happens now is I need everybody to roll as you're a little bit closer to whatever is happening. I need everyone to give me a strength reaction roll as you feel another and the blast comes rocketing down this tunnel for you all, and you're just all kind of like caught in the middle here. There's no sideways to run into. It's just how does your body sustain itself against this impact?
I got 19.
19. 19's good.
I'm just trying to see if I can use anything to reroll anything.
Yeah. So 19's good. It is under 20, so you will you don't take any HP, but you do mark a stress.
Okay.
It's for which kind of roll? Which modifier?
This will be a strength reaction roll.
Why do I roll ridiculously high in the stat that I have the highest points in? 24 with hope.
24th hope. Yes. So no hope or fear for reaction rolls, but you do not mark a stress because you get over 20, and you're able to just kind of like turn to the side and just kind of like take this thing as it rockets against you. The
I like to imagine like
moves by
because it's strength. Like the great sword slams to the ground in front of me, and I just block myself behind it.
Yeah, very cool. Sandy, what'd you get?
I got a 6 with fear.
6 with so don't worry about hope or fear on a reaction roll.
Okay.
But so you'll make in Daggerheart, you'll make action rolls and reaction rolls. Only action rolls will gain hope and fear. But yeah, that one on just a 6, you take roll some damage here. So you're gonna mark a stress for getting under there. The stress is kind of like an automatic thing unless you're getting over 20 or above. But the damage is kind of what you're getting to avoid on that roll. Well, roll that. It's only going to be 8 points of magical damage as it hits into you here. You see, with that force, you see that the individual who was caught up in the hands there, and on that low roll, you see that the hands are like separate just enough for that assassin, the humanoid who had stabbed you, to begin making a break for it all the way down the hallway where you guys are headed currently. So he fully just takes a turn to run, to just sprint down. And you're still dealing with this ghost here who's on its last legs. That was my interjection. That was my spotlight. Who would like to take the spotlight? Oh, and that marks down to 4 now with that next explosion.
Have you gone already, Chris?
Yeah, everyone's gone, so we're back at the beginning, essentially.
Then I'll approach the target and take another swing if I can.
Yeah, go for it. You're right there.
.22 with hope.
Yeah, absolutely hits. That damage.
.16 damage, non-magical.
16 damage, halved to 8, which is still its major threshold. How do you want to do this?
This is the apparition.
Mm-hmm.
I will. This wasn't the one that was being caught in the paws? That one darted away.
They were both caught in the paws actually, but the one, just the one at the head, was freed from this. This one is still kind of caught in the paws as you finish it off. This ghost one.
Gotcha. This one, the tip of the greatsword would be coming up from the ground, jamming into the chest region of it, and then pinning it to the ceiling of the cavern.
Yeah.
Sick.
And you see those lights. Every time you were hitting it, they just got like shorter and shorter and shorter until they're just like these beads that stare into your soul. And John, was that with hope or fear? That was with hope, I believe, right?
That was with hope, yes.
On that, you have a memory of bleeding out on Heroes Hill, and there's a light in those eyes, that kind of yellow bead of light as it is snuffed out, and this thing is dispersed amongst the other shadows in this cavern. Something about that beady yellow light reminds you of a look in Elliot's eyes as he looked down at you on the ground, tipped his hat to you, and walked away. But you see the assassin is fully running down the hallway. You can kind of like hear his footsteps.
I'm pretty quick as a Geiger, so I can chase unless you want to do something, Natasha.
Yeah. I'll say he's beyond. He's in very far range right now.
Okay. Above a table, because I forgot to ask this before. Were we allowed to take a transformation
Absolutely.
from like the void?
100%.
Sick, because I took one.
Yeah, I was gonna tell you to take vampire. So.
Oh, I actually took a different one.
Oh, very cool.
I know I didn't take my tip. I took ghost.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah, of course you were able to hold on to a ghost.
So, Bronco, wait. Can we try something? And I want to try to like
get away.
I want to try to like mix my uncanny disguise with my like ghost turning into like a spirit form to look like the one that we just defeated. But kind of like maybe like a little like beat up, and I want to like go after him.
Sure.
And just try to trick him.
Yeah. I will say, because he's far, I will need an agility action roll for you to be able to catch up with him. 20 will mean that you are able to like get in front of him, that you're able to like kind of like go into the ground and like appear in front of him. 15 will mean that you are able to get like behind him, and then you might need to do something to get him to turn around.
Okay.
But this is an agility roll for you to catch up.
I'm going to spend 2 hope to re-roll my hope die. No. Okay. Oh, yes. Yeah. Feline instincts. That is only a 12. Oh, wait, no. Double digit, same digits as a crit, right?
That's a crit.
I rolled 2 6s.
2 6s, that's a crit.
Woo.
Natasha, you tell me what that looks like as you are just an apparition, and you show up like in front of this guy.
It just kind of very much like a ghostly version of like the Grudge, like just very much like comes out, heads down, like a black veil of mist.
The little boy
like
or
off of me.
The lady?
The lady.
Mm-mm.
Oh wait, no, not the Grudge. I'm sorry, the Ring.
The Ring.
That's what I'm thinking of. Yeah.
Very Samara.
Just very like kind of like creepy, and just I just want to be like, why'd you leave me back there?
He fully just goes, oh, God, I hate that we have to fucking work with these things. He says, you're supposed to hold them off. I gotta go tell them that they're coming.
Why'd you leave me back there?
Cause you're creepy as fucking hell, and I got a job to do. Now move.
No, thank you.
While he's distracted, can a tiger bite his head?
Yeah, he's fully just like I need to get past you, but I am absolutely not moving past you while you're standing in front of me. So he's just like, while he's distracted, yeah, go make that attack as you pounce out silently behind this guy.
Oh yeah. I'll mark another stress to make this.
And Natasha, you can clear a stress if you so since you have a stress on a crit, you don't forget to gain a hope, and then you clear a stress.
Hell yeah.
Well, thank you.
Oh my god. That's 26 to hit.
Yeah.
With hope.
Hope or fear. With hope, yeah. Take that hope, hit easily.
Holy shit.
This guy hasn't taken any damage yet, so.
Okay. That's good. 23 plus 6, 29.
29 points of damage.
Yeah, this was another takedown, so I channel Huntrix and I do 2 extra dice.
Yeah, absolutely. Sorry, one more time the number.
29. Physical.
29. Okay, so it doesn't it is severe, but it does not give him 4 HP. So he takes 3 HP and you see he's bloodied.
Nice. Yeah, just full like teeth. I think they're like goat teeth but with fangs, like tiger fangs. So they're like flat and wide. They're like super long chiclets that go into his forehead, and I'm just like yanking his head back.
Yeah. Very cool. I'm gonna spend a fear here to interject, even though you succeeded and rolled with hope. I'm gonna have a big pile of fear here. I'm gonna spend a fear. As you see, he goes into his pocket. He has like this like little white orb, almost like a bath bomb that you see in his hand. It glows with like that essentia kind of blue, like a rune almost like comes out of it, and then this ball explodes into like white powder, and the smoke bomb goes off. And you're there kind of like coughing, and you hear his footsteps continuing to run down the hallway, bleeding and dripping blood. He's halfway gone, but he is continuing to run away. What would you guys like to do?
Everyone's acted again, so
If possible, I would like to use a experience to try and get ahead and out of the smoke and try to catch up to him.
Yeah. So on that, so the mechanic for that is everybody in close range. So I'll say everyone had caught up to that situation. So everyone just has disadvantage on their next action roll, as everyone's like running through that smoke. So you just so disadvantage in Daggerheart, you subtract a d6. Advantage, you add a d6. So whatever you're doing, you just subtract a d6 from.
Yeah, I would like to sprint through the smoke. I would make it a point to try and run ahead of him. I would like, if I can, to somehow use Blade Runners are always ahead of the cut, and get ahead of him. And then once I'm facing him, head on, I would attack him, because I make it a point to not to stab someone in the back.
Yeah, very cool. Yeah, give me that attack roll. Add +2, but subtract a d6.
I show you the giant wound between my shoulder blades. He's not so honorable, friend.
What happens with the experience? Or do I use it at all?
Yeah, so you just subtract a hope. You spend a hope to add whatever the experience is. I don't know if you have a +2 for that right now or a +3 because from the level up, but.
Oh, I haven't even done a level up yet. Yeah, it's +2 for me.
Okay.
You're level 2.
This
right?
and
yeah, everyone should be level 2.
Yeah, I'm level 2.
Okay, cool.
Uh, 18 with hope.
18 with hope. Yeah, love that. That absolutely is a success. You take a hope, and yeah, what does that look like as you run up on him?
Yeah, it was 19 on the die, and then 3 with the disadvantage, and then I added +2 with the experience.
We love that. Mostly canceled out.
And then I attack. Yeah, I get ahead of him, and then yeah, I get ahead. I swing around with tip of it crashing down upwards, coming down at a vertical slash.
Yeah. Very cool. Oh, I love a warrior.
That is so many good dice. That's going to be 22 damage.
22 damage. How do you want to do this? You mark that is over his severe, so he marks 3 HP, and he had 3 HP left.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I didn't mean for this to be gory, but yeah, from my description, I bisect this guy.
Yeah. And you just see like you get in front of him, he's just like, who the fuck wields a sword? And then fully just as he says sword, cleaved up through him. And this guy splits down both sides of the hallway, just kind of like buttressed on both ends of this cavern.
Yeah, I lean over to Sandy. Holy fucking shit, John's so cool.
Truly.
It was fucking Blackwater. It was them.
As you say
Blackstone?
that,
Blackstone, yes.
I got plenty of fear. I'm spending another fear. I'm gonna need you guys to roll another strength roll as this explosion comes out. I'm ticking this down to 3. And everyone give me that strength roll. Strength reaction roll.
Hey, double threes.
Hey, it's a crit. And then there's no like it isn't crit like normal, but it is an automatic success.
What's the lowest you could roll in Daggerheart, Carter?
1 and a 2, free.
That's what I did.
Hell yeah. Because a 1 and a 1's a crit, so yeah. So you got a 3 total, Bronco.
I got a 4 total.
4 total. So you'll mark a stress, and you're gonna take 11 points of magic damage. What'd you get, John?
16 for me, 16.
16. 16 is enough to beat the DC. You will still mark a stress, rolling under 20, but
Can I
you take
use-
no damage.
Can I use armor for this?
You can use armor for this. Yeah, it's
I
not
absolutely
direct
will then.
damage. Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm dying.
Yeah. And Sandy, what do you have?
I rolled 2 threes, so 6 minus
Oh, yeah,
1.
That's right, crit. So yeah, you're good.
Good.
Automatically
Okay.
succeed, and you do not take a stress. So you're there. You're able to kind of anticipate this and kind of like shield yourself behind one of these halves of this guy's body, and it takes the most of it. And you see that it just like explodes in viscera
Oof.
down there. These blasts are getting a lot more concentrated, but you guys are getting close. You see you are coming to the end of a cavern that opens up into a larger one, and there is light coming from beyond that. You can see light coming from in this larger room as you enter. But yeah, just a lot of dust and debris shaking and like falling from the ceiling. What would you guys like to do?
I cough up some blood, and I think I don't want to risk taking like a severe. So I'm gonna spend my last 3 hope to heal myself. I'm gonna use regeneration, so that's a D4 of healing to myself. Actually, what's everyone else doing health-wise?
3 out of 5 marked.
I have 4 more HP left.
Okay, oof. So we're even, Sandy.
I'm gonna take I have a minor health potion,
Okay. All right. Yeah.
so I'll
heal
take that.
myself. Fuck yes! I'm full. Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
Very good.
Healed 4.
Nice. I healed 3, and that's what I needed to get back to full.
Nice.
Yeah. You guys are
I'm
looking
out of
full.
hope. I'm hopeless.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'll say I usually want to have like a little thing that shows how much fear I have, because you guys should know how much I have at all times. I have 7 of my 12 fear.
Oh.
So yeah, and if things aren't moving and snapping, then those explosions will continue to go off. My countdown die started at a 6. It is now at a 3 with those additional explosions. You guys are at the mouth of this larger room, and as you guys enter, you see that there are a couple of figures in here arrayed. One humanoid, and then second one more like shadowy, but a little bit larger in frame than like the other one, who was kind of like in the shape of like a flickering candle. This one is more of like a roaring flame but like that same shadowy dark essence, and it has those like very thin yellow slits for where its like eyes would be, and it just kind of like stands opposite this other humanoid who has their hands outstretched currently, and they have their hands over this circle. And you see that this room is like newly uncovered. It seems that those blasts were letting them get closer and closer to entering this room here. And you see that there's almost like even a pit where some of additional these other couple of explosions have gone off. And in the middle of this like circular pit, there is a blue glow from a freshly exposed bit of essentia. And you see that this person has, as you guys did that healing, has drawn a kind of like line of chalk around that crater that he's created with his thunder bombs, and has drawn a sort of like 7-pointed star upside down in this chalk. And as you guys rush into the room, you see he looks to the side. he looks towards this shadowy flame creature, and he just kind of like cocks his head to the side, and you see the creature just like again, like the eyes just like shift where they are in the body. They just kind of like move back and forth, and then this creature begins to float towards you all. I'm going to spend a fear here to kick us off. As you see, it just dips into the ground and then comes up right behind you, John. And as it goes to make an attack, that same kind of chilling one that the other one did before, that's natural 20. I wish I could show the thing, but that's critical roll. That is crits, and he goes to hit you. Unless you have any warrior stuff that you want to do before I roll damage. You take 16, 17 automatically, and then I roll 2d8 on top of that. So 17, you take 23 points of magic damage, and you mark a stress.
All right, 23 total?
Yes.
All right, I will use 23. Okay, I'll use get back up. So I'll mark an additional stress to drop that down to a major, and then I'll take an armor to drop that down to a minor.
Okay, yeah, warrior stuff. Love it.
Nice.
You see, you shake that off. You still take that stress, and you feel even closer now. You felt this chilling effect before, but it was around you. It was almost emanating off of Elliot, and now you feel it just directly within your heart coming from this creature as it looms behind you. Like you see as you guys turn around, this shadowy black hand is just sticking out of the front of your friend's chest, and this like 7-foot tall shadowy figure looms behind him. That's my spotlight. I leave it to you. You see this figure is also just kind of like holds his hands over this circle, and you see there's a spark of this of that same kind of like yellow energy, like a yellow flame that like begins to burn along this circle very slowly. It hasn't completed, but it begins to burn like TNT, almost like dynamite, or I guess was like magnesium, like. But yeah, it's your.
Can I do one thing?
Yeah,
I know we passed my turn, but am I able to do one more thing a part of my turn? Or
Sure.
a part of his attack on me? I'll ask you if I'm able to. It's called Brave Face from Warborn. Once per session, when an attack would cause me to mark stress, and his attack caused me to mark stress, I could spend a hope instead.
You can expend a hope and then not take that stress for sure. Okay. Yeah.
Perfect. That's all. Yeah.
Yeah. Feel free, and so someone feel free to go.
I'd like to run up to the one who's like doing stuff with the circle.
Yeah.
And try to shadow bind him.
Okay. Give me that spell cast roll.
21.
Yeah, absolutely succeeds. I will say, as you do this, they have a interesting ability in this. There's cool stat blocks in Daggerheart for specific events, and I'm looking at the cult ritual event stat block here. And as this guy is trying to complete the ritual, if you are targeting him with a spell or an attack, another creature, one of his allies on the field, can mark a stress and be affected by it instead. So he redirects it to his minion behind John here, and he is shadowbound, and he is locked in place and unable to move, still like with his hand kind of like sticking through John's chest. But yeah, that's you. He is bound and cannot move, but you see the cult ritual goes undisturbed. And you rolled with hope or fear?
I rolled with fear.
Fear. Okay, I take a fear, and my cultist will go. We'll call him the secret keeper. Let's see, with he'll just.
How many cultists are here?
Just one cultist, and then
Just
this shadowy ghost guy behind you, a little bit thicker and broader than the last one was. And you see, when you spot Lennon Allen with the far range, but stress to gain fear. Oh, cool, that's cool. He is just going to flick one of his hands to you, and you see some of that like spell fire, some of this like yellow energy that is burning this circle, leaps up and goes to shoot at you, Bronco. Ooh, that's an 18 on a die. 21 to hit.
Yeah, that'll do.
And that does 2d12 magic damage.
Oi.
He's big. That is 3, 6, 9 points of magic damage to you.
Dang, I'll use an armor, and I'll take 1 HP.
Okay, that's his go. What would you guys like to do?
Who did that? Was it the ghost or the cultist?
The cultist. He pointed, and like when he like outstretched his hand, some of like this like yellow spell fire like lurched up from this burning, almost nearly complete spell circle, and lurched up towards you.
Yeah, I'm scared of that. I will go run up to him and try to bash him.
Okay.
I'm too scared to use stress because I got a lot, so I'll just do a regular hit, not a takedown. But I still have advantage because I'm a Geiger. I am rolling so hot tonight. This is that's crazy. That's a 31 to hit.
Super crazy hits. Yeah, take that hope too.
Yeah, that was 11 on hope, 10 on fear, 5 on advantage, and plus 5 because I spent all my hope to turn into this.
Whoa. Yeah, Geiger's crazy.
Yeah. But it's only 2d8 plus 6. Okay. Right? Yeah. Because my proficiency is 2. Okay. And then I roll shit damage. So 13 physical.
13 physical. Yeah, you see this guy does absolutely takes physical damage. 13 is absolutely his major, so he takes 2 hit points.
Cool.
And that was with hope. You guys keep rolling.
Sweet.
Oh, sorry, you damage him, which is interesting. When PC's into the scene, blah blah blah, demon with a you see as you hit him, the spell goes off into him, and you see every time when he takes that damage, you see like the fire seems to complete quicker, and it burns faster, and you see it's almost like completed the central shape in the middle of the star. It's like gone from the other points towards the middle. Not quite completed yet, but this guy taking damage and his blood being added to that ritual seemed to have accelerated it.
He's a masochist.
So my countdown die goes from a 3 to a 2.
Oi. Well, how do we kill him without hurting him? How do we stop this without hurting him? Oh my god.
Crazy.
I flick my tail and try to disturb the chalk.
Yeah, that's your turn. Yeah, try it again. Who's John? Would you like to do something?
Yeah, I'd like to wheel around and try to slice at this spectral being that shoved its hand through my chest.
Yeah.
20 to hit
20 super hits.
with hope.
Yep.
Nice.
Seventeen non-magical damage.
Okay, 17 halves to 8. Because 16, yeah. So it halves to 8, so he takes 8, which for this guy is his major, so he takes 2. Bam, bam. 2 8 points dealt to him. Nothing crazy happens. You for the ritual purposes, you tear into him, and he's just kind of like still got his arm through. Looks down to you and like retracts the arm. And you rolled with hope or fear?
No, it's with hope.
With hope, yeah. You guys still have the spotlight. What'd you guys like to do? Natasha.
What's like the substance on the ground that is like fueling? Like, is it like some sort of like powder or like
Definitely
gems
like a white powder for sure. It is like fueling in the center of this like 7-pointed star is like this like recently or like unearthed by these explosions. This like kind of 2 foot wide chunk of Essentia crystal.
Okay. Could I just like try to mess up the like rune, like the star that's on the ground somehow?
Yeah, you can try. What would you like to do?
Can I try to like, I don't know, roll for like finesse, and try to like, run around like, with my tail, like trying to erase or like mess up the star, the like areas of the star that aren't like covered in blood or like blood soaked yet?
Yeah, sure. So it's a big like star. You see the edges of it have already like erupted in this like kind of like yellowish fire, the same color as those like those ghosty eyes, and it has like gone towards the center, kind of like in a domino falling effect. It is just like, and just like the central pattern that is around the Essentia crystal. That's the only part that is like not burned yet by the chalk. But every turn that goes by, and every time you guys do damage to this guy, it gets faster. It gets closer and closer.
Yeah. So, yeah, I just want to try to like tinker with it. Like,
Yeah. So are you trying to do it on the outside or the inside? Is my question.
the inside.
Okay, so you'd have to jump over into it and try to do something. Okay, and to be in the middle of this circle. If you'd like to be in the middle of the circle, please give me. We'll call that. Since technically it is leap is what this is would be considered. I'm gonna ask for an agility roll.
Okay. Double 7!
Double 7.
What the heck?
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Oh my god!
So good at Daggerheart.
Yeah, that is awesome. So I'll tell you what doesn't happen to you, because that's might be a little bit more important than what does happen. You leap over into this, and your magic, your primal magic, it almost like buffets you against like the energy that is like coming off of this like flame. And as you jump over towards the center, you feel yourself, your magic like instinctually hovers in place, and it does not let you touch the middle of this circle because all of this fire begins to lurch up straight towards you, and your magic instinctively in this moment, because you could become a component to this ritual, and instead it blasts that fire back a little bit, and you are not like basically caught on fire with this ghostly yellow fire. A part of that, so make sure you clear stress too as well. But critically success, you are not a spell component. You see that you disrupt some of the chalk in the middle there, and it kind of like breaks a line as like some of the other some of the flame is not able to fully connect in that moment. So you see it is partially disrupted by like the force of your magic creating a shield around you, and you are hovering for the moment over this thing. But after the next person does a thing, you will not be.
Okay.
Okay. Very cool. Very good crits. I have a ton of fear. I'm going to be mean and interject here. As you see, our cultist friend just says, "No, no, no, that will not do, pretty kitty." And you see he takes out a blade and digs it into his forearm, like straight through, and just drags all the way down, and then holds out his arm, and he begins just chanting louder in this arcane dialect. You have no idea what he's saying as he begins to drip it over, and you see that blood wherever it drips, the spellfire like oil on a flame just catches and moves up, and he says, "No, we can't have the master's ritual disrupted. Wyland's Gulch will be no more when the Ikari Colossus finds its way here. And I have the honor of being its herald." And you see the spellfire erupts up him. He becomes like this, like almost spectral form, the same way these black shadowy beings are like flaming looking shadow. He just becomes this like flame, like erupting, and you see that last bit of his blood goes over to cover the part that you had disrupted, and his entire body burns up as he comes face to face with you in the middle, just kind of like floating there atop your magic. He just walks and strides into this circle, and you see it all just curls, it burns flesh and bone, and by the time it gets to the top of his skull and it burns away, you see the skull does not burn. And indeed, this skull is made of this black stone, this metal, this mineral, whatever it is the only thing that does not burn, and instead that yellow fire surrounds it like a flaming Ghost Rider skull, and without sinew, without musculature to make it move, the jaw still just as it looks towards you, and this spellfire goes up around you. And I will ask you in this moment, actually on that crit I will not make you roll the save. Your magic holds you aloft, and you are able to dip out and kind of land on the other end of the circle as it goes up in flame, seemingly almost accelerated by that blue light in the middle, by that Essentia crystal doing all of this by a thing with raw magic. You see this skull floats above that, and you see it begins to form like limbs out of this yellow flame, and you see this demon-looking creature standing before you, fully made of this yellow spellfire, and it just yells, "This is ha 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 ha! I am its beacon, and none may stop me." That's his turn.
How's that timer die doing? Is that over now?
Oh, it was at 2 before his turn. That fear was me ticking it down to 1. Yeah. Natasha, also on that crit, just to continue that through, that humming, that power that you felt coming from some of the Blackstone, you feel it. It's the same, whatever that was coming from. It's that same material that skull is made from. That black metal. And you feel that like reverberating now with all this magic. But who would like to do what? You still have the taller, broader shadow demon, and this yellow spellfire demon in front of you right now. What would you guys like to do?
I would try to slash the ghostly one again.
Yeah, make an attack. It can't move. It is still restrained by the kitty paws.
That is a 15 with fear.
15 with fear. 15 hits it for sure. And I'll take a fear.
8, 10. That is going to be 15 physical.
Okay. Yeah, it takes 2 hit points from that. It is looking bloodied. Oh, sorry, 15 physical, but that halves, so it only takes 1. That's my fault. So it is 1 short of bloodied. And that was with fear, so this thing is going to lash out and again touch you in the chest, John. You're not vulnerable from anything, so I don't get advantage. But on a 3, so a 6, just fully whiffs it. Tell me how you see it coming this time. How do you dodge out of the way of one of these like spectral tendrils as it goes out to touch your heart once more?
I think it would be like Elder Scrolls type deal where it's a leap backwards into a tumbling roll.
Yeah, fully just move back, and you see you're out of this guy's range now. From that miss, as you tumble backwards and land, it is like lashing out, and it is unable to get through these kitty bars. It is unable to attack beyond very close range. That is that's me. Who'd like to go? Probably Bronco.
Sure. Oh god.
Yeah.
This is scary. There's a ghost.
And I'll say the spellfire, like in that circle, has like all like coalesced into this being, so there's no longer that circle anymore.
Okay. Is that pulsing thing in the middle still there, or now it's just all on Ghost Rider?
Yeah. So the pulsing, Sandy detects that. She feels that coming from it, and it's coming directly from that black metal skull. That seems to be the focus of holding this entity together.
Okay, I'll smack the skull. I'll do a big smack. I'm not gonna use another takedown because again I'm gonna die. So let's do an attack. That's pretty good. 17, 22 with hope.
22 with hope absolutely hits.
Sweet. 15 physical damage.
15 physical damage. It takes all of the physical damage.
Cool.
This thing is not resistant to physical, but it is resistant to spell damage.
Oh, interesting.
So 15 will be it hits its major, so it marks 2 hit points.
Yeah, I'll say to it. What's the point of all this? You want to destroy civilization? What are you going for here?
You see it just like kind of like laughs, a very like kind of like Skeletor kind of voice to it, and it is just like the Colossus wants to come. We merely show it the way. And I feel like as it talks, there's like a resonance in its voice, and you can also feel that resonating power coming from the skull. And as it does, you see the Essentia almost like warbles too, like the light within it like warbles when this thing speaks. Like there's some sort of interplay between this black metal skull and this blue crystal.
Am I getting the sense that the Blackstone mercenary group are just fully serving the Colossus at this point?
Give me an instinct roll, just for free, shenanigans.
Yeah, sure.
No hope or fear, just put it out there.
Yeah, I'm rolling so hot tonight. That's 24.
Yeah, you're seeing you're seeing your friend John look at these things. You're seeing the way that they're interacting with one another. I don't know that you're reading that they are like working for it, but you think that they're saying things like beacon, and you think that they have found a way to maybe grab its attention and call it towards a specific place. And you think that what they're trying to do right now is this thing is essentially trying to call and enrage the Colossus to come destroy Wildlands Gulch.
Crazy! What assholes! Oh my god!
You're feeling that now, like, oh, we've been going down this cavern for a while. Like, we're like not directly under Wildlands Gulch, but we are pretty close to being under it. A lot closer than than the pit was. We're a few minutes down. We're like right near the edge of the city right now, just underneath it.
Oh my god! So it's like putting a thumper in the middle of civilization on Arrakis.
Yeah, and it seems to be that Essentia is also built into the Colossus. So like the Essentia is what powers the Colossi, or to some extent you think you don't know, but it seems that this skull is emitting a sort of frequency or a sort of rhythm that is disrupting or maybe discordant with whatever energy is coming off of the Essentia, and that is specifically what is drawing the Colossus here on that high roll.
Okay, yeah, I just looked to my teammates. I say, they're fully insane.
Yeah, I mean, he's a skull now.
Your cousin sucks, John. That's my turn.
Blood.
Yeah, who would like to take a turn?
Can I try to like while like running past? Wait, is the skull just a skull? Like there's nothing else?
Yeah, so it's just a black metal skull, and then it like wreathed around it is like this like hulking, flaming creature.
Okay.
So it has like gathered all that spell fire around it into like a body.
Cool. I'm gonna try to like run past it and do like a retracting claws against it. So I'm gonna make an agility roll. If I succeed, then it becomes temporarily vulnerable.
Okay, yeah.
Is 8, 9. 18.
18 hits for sure. So it is marked temporarily vulnerable. What do you do to this skull? What do you do to this flaming entity to make it vulnerable?
So I'm like trying to just run past it so it doesn't like grab me at all. And also so I don't like get any of its like flames or anything like on me. And I'm just going to like try to like scratch at it against its face to like give any sort of like gouges or do anything like to harm the skull itself, or not really harm it because it's making it vulnerable, but like openings.
Yeah, you scratch against it, and you see like as you move past it, like some of the fire even like begins like lurch out towards you, and that skull is like able to like basically pull it back almost. Do you think like the spell fire like wants to like lash out like almost like a hellish rebuke to try to go get you, and then that you hear that frequency, and then that spell fire like recedes back into this form that this skull seems to be holding together. And that was with hope or fear?
Hope.
Hope. Okay. I have a ton of fear, so I'm going to interject here after that, and I'm going to have this guy spotlight. You see that he just like raises his hands up into the sky, and he says, "You are mere interlopers, and you cannot stop what is already in motion." And he shoots his flames up into the sky. They curve against the kind of like dome-like structure of this cavern, and they just begin to fall on top of you like molten slag, coming off of kind of a welding torch. And I need everybody here within close range, which is just going to be everybody in this room, to make me a. Oh, sorry, it's within far range, so it's still everybody. But I'm going to spend a fear to rain down hellfire. I need everybody to make me a agility reaction roll. And I can be my guy can be spotlighted twice, so he's still going to do one more thing.
Oh no.
20.
20 beats the difficulty, yeah.
7.
7
24
doesn't, and 24 absolutely does. So those so I think just Bronco here.
This seems bad.
Ooh, okay. I'm going to mark a stress. Ooh, that's right. Yeah, because I can mark a stress and gain a bonus to the damage roll equal to the demon's current marked number of HP, which is 2. Okay, so I'll just mark 2. So not a great roll, but you take 2 plus 6, 8, so 10. So you take 10 points of magic damage as this hellfire rains down on top of you. Ooh, sorry. Targets who succeed take half damage. So you two who succeeded will take 5.
I'm out of armor, so that's 2 HP.
Yeah, it burns away the last bit. Like it burns you kind of like tufts of fur here. So I'm using a lot of fear here, but I will again. They have relentless, which means I can spotlight them twice during their activation. So I'm going to spend another fear to do another thing. And you see when a pacey rolls of fear with hope. Okay. We're gonna do. Yeah, we're just gonna have it lash out and go to strike against you guys. I will say it. Oh, yeah, let's roll a thing about it. 1, 2, 4, 6. So it goes over to John and it shoots you with some hellfire. Does a 13, 14 hit your evasion score? Okay.
Yes.
That is going to be. This guy's a little bigger, so he does 3d12. And that's going to be 13 plus 12, 11. Ooh, 24 points of magic damage to you. And with that, you are you just mark a stress on top of that. Anytime you get hit. And anytime I hit, I gain a fear. So you mark a stress, I gain a fear, and that's the end of my activation.
Oh my god!
What would you guys like to do? Yeah, they got nasty stuff.
Brutal.
Yeah. Momentum is a cool ability. It's whenever they make a successful attack against the PC, you gain a fear. But that's my activation. Who'd like to do something?
Sean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will have to do. So I get 1 stress from the attack. It was 27 or
24 points of magic damage to you.
24. So that is severe. And I only have 2 health left. So I'll have to get back up to reduce that down to major. So that's 2 health. So I'm maxed out on stress. And I'll do 1 armor to drop that down to a minor. So I have 1 health left with max stress.
Oh my god.
Okay.
So you're vulnerable.
So you are vulnerable. Yeah, attacks against you have advantage.
I am vulnerable, but I do have Orc Ancestry Sturdy, so with 1 health left, attacks against me have disadvantage.
Sick, so it evens right out.
Wow.
Cool. Yeah, go make your attack.
All right. Yeah, I'm going to abandon the giant apparition in front of me and attack the now temporarily vulnerable skull. If they're still temporarily vulnerable.
Yeah, still temporarily vulnerable, so you have advantage. You add a d6 to your roll. .
23 to hit.
Super. Get out of here. That's crazy.
That's 19 damage. 7 and 7 plus 5.
Yeah, 19 damage. Not resistant to physical damage. So you deal 19, which is its just over its severe. So you. Oh, sorry, it is not its severe. I'm looking at the wrong stat block because I have multiple open. It does do major, so you make it mark 2 hit points. This thing looks bruised, almost bloodied.
And that attack was with hope.
Okay. Yeah, Hope, you guys keep rolling, and don't forget to mark that Hope.
Was that against the ghost?
That was against the skull,
or
the flaming
sweet.
skull. Yep.
If you succeed in an attack with hope, do you give yourself an extra hope?
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Whenever you roll with hope, you gain a hope.
I've been doing that.
Okay, yeah. Make sure just take 2 hope. So take a hope from that, and then whatever from before. And we'll call this thing the Scultist because it's a skull cultist thing. So the Scultist.
Nice.
And again, like whenever it's like laughing or like chastising you guys, that blue essentia begins to like warble a little bit with each like syllable that it speaks. But that's John. I think
me.
Yeah. Bronco. What would you like to do?
Not die. I'll smack.
Yeah, go smack.
I'll do a smack. And hopefully I roll with hope, so I gotta heal myself. Okay. Did you, or I roll with advantage anyway, so.
Yeah.
Oh, yes! Yes! Oh my god, I'm rolling so good! This is the best I've ever rolled. 29 to hit with hope.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I didn't do a takedown because I'm too stressed. That's so good. Okay. 14 19 damage.
19 magical or physical damage. So yeah, 19 is
19
not severe,
fizzy.
but it is major. So it'll
Okay.
take 2 HP.
Take it. And then I have 3 hope now. So next turn, I think I might heal myself or heal somebody.
Yeah.
I might heal
Heal?
John because he's almost dying.
You can heal, you can tag team. But yeah, he's just a little over bloodied. And for Natasha, I don't know if I've gone over the tag team stuff, but when you have 3 hope, you and somebody else can tag team on a roll
good
together.
point.
And you both get to say whatever you're doing, whatever the thing is that you're doing, and then you both roll, and you get to decide which roll to keep, and then you both gain the benefits of that roll. So if it's like a thing with hope, then you get a hope. If someone crits, then you both gain a hope and clear stress, and all of your damage is put together, not just on a crit, but like on a tag team roll. You tally up all the damage together, and it deals 1 instance. So it's really good for this because they have like thresholds to overcome. So yeah, that's what a crit does. But yeah, I think Natasha would be up. What does Sandy want to do?
Can I tag team with someone that's already like gone this round, sort of thing?
Yeah. It's like, again, the initiative is very loosey goosey. You know, like we all know when to do and when to not do stuff. So there's never anything stopping from people like doing things out of order.
Mm-hmm.
So like you could like activate a tag team roll if you have 3 hope, or you could ask somebody if they'd like to tag team with you if they have 3 hope, or you can just do a thing.
Yeah. I mean, I have 6 hope.
Oh my
I need
goodness.
to use
Please
it somehow.
tag team it. Please
Yeah.
tag team there.
Let's see. I'll tag team with I'm really looking to Bronco. I'm gonna tag team with Bronco.
Yeah.
Cool.
And let's see. I don't have a lot of like attacky stuff. I have like a dual staff
Do you want to...
I can use.
So you can do any action, and you both roll, and then you both take the higher roll, or like whatever roll you want. Do you want to tag team with John, and then on my turn I can heal him?
Okay.
That way he can
could do
try to
that.
do a good smack.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you guys have like landed on opposite sides of this thing, so you're behind it, and then John, you're a little closer to the entrance of the room, and I think you guys lock eyes from like within like the fire of this thing, across each other, and you leap into action. What would you guys like to do?
Okay.
You describe
yeah,
your attack, and I'll piggyback off of it.
Okay. I'm gonna like grab my dual staff and try to like go for it one direction, smack it one way, and trying to like lock eyes with John, like you go the opposite direction, sort of attack.
Yeah, 100%. I'll if you're coming down one way, I'll come up the other way.
I shit you guys not. This is 2 3s.
Woo!
That's the third crit tonight, and it's your third crit.
That's awesome. I mean,
You
I
got a few
will say
crits
it's a
tonight,
1
yeah.
in 12 chance, so it feels like it should happen
yeah.
pretty often.
Yeah, you crit a
think
lot more.
Even my first game, I think I critted 3 times.
Yep.
Yeah, I hit pretty darn hard with that great sword the last time I played.
But yeah, that's awesome. That's you're definitely beating the odds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no more stress.
What do
I'm
I
chilling.
do? I roll for attack like I normally do.
Yeah, yeah. So then I guess you don't have to roll at this point. So yeah, what attack would you like to do, because she crit? So you're both gonna have a crit here.
Yeah, since they both essentially crit, should they both get hope and clear a stress?
Yes, you both get hope. You both gain a hope. You both clear a stress.
That's so cool.
You will
Yeah.
yeah. You take your damage. You do the maximum damage first. So if you do like 2d12 plus 1, you do 25, right? And then you roll your 2d12 on top of that. So, or whatever your dice mixture is. So you do the full value of your damage, and then you roll the dice on top of that.
22 total.
Okay. Yeah, 22 is good.
This is gonna be crazy.
Sorry, I needed a calculator. 44 damage.
22, 44, 66 points of
that was
damage.
25 plus, yeah.
Oof.
44 damage.
You guys tell me what it looks like as you take down this flaming scultist together.
I just like to imagine that whole attack. Sorry, go ahead.
I will say it does have 4 hit points left, and you guys you guys double its severe, which is 26. So you guys more than double its severe, so it takes 4 hit points.
Okay.
Like, I'm imagining you come down with your quarterstaff, and it just shatters the top half of the skull, where my greatsword does a clean slice for the bottom half.
Yeah. That's sick. Yeah, I'm like I have no stress whatsoever. I'm like the most calm, a calm, cool cat you've ever seen.
Wow.
I know what I need to do, and I am excited to have friends that I can kill things with.
Yeah. If I can paint a little bit on top of that, as you guys go to make your attacks at the same time, there's something that from within this crystal answers in this moment of like unity, where you guys are just like absolutely locked into one another, and you see the tip of that crystal emits a bright, like whitish light, almost like the middle of a activated blue lightsaber. it shines with this light and it coats your. Do you attack with your claws or what attack are you doing, Sandy?
I took out my dual staff.
So your as you hit it with the spell, your spell is surrounded with this like aura of this blue light. John, your sword just straight up fucking glows like a blue lightsaber. And your spell, Natasha, pushes all of this fire away, makes this skull vulnerable, and with 44 points of damage and a glowing blue sword that just hums with energy, you cleave this what you thought probably before, which I guess more above table, nigh indestructible metal, unless you do something crazy to it, like crit together, next to an Essentia crystal. You cleave straight up through this thing, and this skull goes oh fuck, and then it cleaves in half, goes to the side. You see that spellfire erupts throughout the room on that crit. I will say that when this thing dies, it was going to explode and do a lot of stuff, but you see that it is batted away by this blue energy that comes off of your magic, Sandy, and it pushes that spellfire away and makes it dissipate. And then you see that blue light slowly dim back off of your sword, off of your magic, and it recedes back into this crystal, and you see the crystal just hums like normal. But yeah, if you've ever been around Essentia, it just kind of glows from the inside. This one seems to like pulse with energy. And that skull is no more. This cavern is quiet, no longer filled with the laughs. You see the only thing left standing in this room is that shadowy demon, that shadowy ghost, that just kind of like, I will say to categorize it, a demon, something from the lower planes. And it just kind of like stands there still caught in this shadow. And I'll spend a fear as you see it is able to grow its form. Those eyes expand, and it steps out of the shadowy hands. It removes itself from this binding, and you see it just kind of like locks eyes with each of you, shifting back and forth, and then it dissolves into the ground and goes away.
Ooh. I'm gonna go up to John, and I'm going to bite his arm, and he's going to heal 2 hit points. So where you expect...
God damn it, Bronco!
You expect pain, but instead you get relief.
I'm still thinking that it hurt. Kind of like hit your toe, but it didn't really hurt at all. You still go, ow!
You say ow, yeah.
You said it healed for 2?
Yeah. And I'm going to look at the pulsing crystal and say, we need to shut off that pulsing. That's attracting the Colossus.
Sandy, give me a knowledge roll. I will say at this point, I'll say you've known it enough, and your spellcasting trait is instinct, right?
Yes.
You can give me an instinct roll in this moment.
Well,
and off of that crit, you can do this with advantage.
Ooh.
$18.
18. There's absolutely like a resonant energy that comes from the black skull, this kind of like metal skull. Now that's like cleft in two, you can kind of like see there's like a little bit of like a striated pattern to this thing, and you see that like it's got like a purplish hue to it almost. It's like black, but it does have like a purple like umbra to it, and it still kind of like has that pulse, that energy that you were feeling on the kind of like the clips against the Blackstones, that kind of just like that energy that just doesn't leave it. It's like this thing doesn't turn off. It just emits that energy, like that resonance, almost like a radiation. And you see similarly, the blue crystal also emits its own kind of pulse, but at a different frequency, at a different rhythm. And these two they don't mix is the best thing that you're coming from. And you think that they were weaponizing the fact that these two things don't mix. They were creating a discordance.
I don't think we can turn it off. Just the vibes are too different, and I definitely think they should stay apart from each other, but I just don't think turning it off is what we can do in this situation.
What's the thing that's causing it to resonate?
Sandy, you think the resonance is innate to both of these things?
What's the second thing? I'm sorry, I didn't catch the second one.
So there's the blue crystal, and then there's the metal. Yeah, the metal skull.
Gotcha. Okay.
So it's like oil and water. It's like Bronco and Jezra. It's like John and his no longer blood.
Yeah.
Just opposites.
Exactly.
Meant to destroy each other.
Well, hopefully it's not destroy each other. Definitely going to be one of us.
Alright, then should we separate them, or should we...
Oh, I got an idea.
Alright.
A really good one.
I love it.
What if we take the skull and the crystal and go to the opposite end of the Black Rock camp? Maybe just the Colossus solves an issue for us.
Now, John.
We're just giving them back what's theirs. That's all we're doing.
Sir, permission to return the enemy's payload.
I'm giving the Covenant back the bomb. Now I'm not saying they don't deserve it, but to weaponize the Colossus,
I am. They try to destroy an entire town.
That's okay. It's pretty fucking dark, John, even for me.
They're going to have all the warning they can to get up and leave. Just as much warning as they gave this town. It's either that or we try to cut down the crystal right here.
Bronco kind of turns away. You see him pull the train ticket out of his pocket. Stare at it for a moment. Put it back in his pocket. Turns back to John. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Well, first we got to see how easy it is to move this damn thing.
So you know that the only way to you could probably cut this thing out of the rock that it's in, but it would take pickaxes and probably thunder bombs and stuff to be able to take this thing out and remove the crystal.
Oh, how big is it?
It's about 2 feet wide. It's about it's like a jagged crystal kind of structure, kind of one tall spire, and then its base is about 2 feet wide.
There's abandoned pickaxes around.
Sure. I think... Alright. How about first things first? We can move this skull pretty easy. How about we separate the two? And then if we want to weaponize this shit, then we can do that. But first, maybe get Wyland's Gulch out of danger.
Separate the skull, stop the approach. And then from there, we can decide whether or not we want to give them back their little gift.
And then we're destroying it, right?
Hopefully the Colossus will destroy it himself. I mean, He's pissed off at it. He wants to destroy it.
Sure. That checks out. And I'm gonna grab up the mass, or the skull in my mouth, And as a Geiger, I'm very fast. I will like run away very quickly.
Yeah.
And see like if I can feel the dissonance kind of disperse.
Yeah. You feel it as you move away with the skull. You can like start to feel it now that like Sandy's called it out. There is just like a very dull like hum, like a rhythmic hum of energy that comes from this skull. And you can like feel it in your mouth, like almost like rattling against your teeth very slightly as you take it out. Those of you who stay in the room, you do see that the dissonance kind of diminishes against that skull. It against that crystal. It does still kind of like pulse though, but it's not the dissonance isn't as like strong and abrupt as like when this thing was like floating right over it.
Do we think that maybe we should explode this cavern so that way they can't really access this crystal that's here? And if they try, it'll just take them manpower and whatnot.
Looking around, you see that there are like faint like cracks in the wall from like the other thunder bombs that have like gone off to like expose. Looks like they were like looking for a big chunk. It looks like they found other pieces of Essentia in this cavern. Like this is just a vein of it. There's a lot of this Essentia in this cavern. Not all of it's uncovered, so you don't think it's just necessarily just this individual crystal. You think they went to a place that had a lot of Essentia and were using this skull as like a focus to create that discord. And you think that the Colossus is attuned to one or two of these rhythms, probably the rhythm of the Essentia, because it seems to be having it seems to have the Essentia like that comes out of its head, the Colossus.
They just wanted to bring whatever this skull is made out of close to a large concentration of Essentia.
Yeah.
Which would call this Essentia-focused creature to it.
Yeah. So it's not necessarily about the Essentia that's in here. It's a lot of it is taking the skull out of here. But yeah, the discord is fainter, but you do not believe it is entirely gone. And from the Colossus, from the notes and from what she showed you from Wyatt and Rick's field journal, that it continues. It just kind of like stays on a path and kind of Roombas around, and like when it hits something that it either destroys or can't move against anymore, it kind of like goes around and will move things. It is currently on a path towards Wyland's Gulch with nothing else in its way. It has been cold here. This you get the sense that this ritual was meant to enrage it, and it was going to arrive much quicker here and just like absolutely rampage and lay waste to the town. But it is still currently on its way here. But you guys have stopped it from going into a rage and just demolishing everything. It is still on a straight and narrow path here. Do you guys leave this cavern, or do you guys remain here?
We don't alter its path. I'm talking to Sandy, right? For some reason, I want to say Cindy. If we don't alter its path, I don't even know if this is true, but John doesn't know what you just described. But Sean, above board, if we don't alter its path, then it's just going to come straight through the town, regardless whether or not we stopped whatever this crystal was doing. Now, in the game, I was thinking this before the explanation. John would have wanted to, like he said before, grab a pickaxe and try to remove this large crystal as best as he could.
Sure. Let's do something fun here. Let's do to kind of close us out as one of our last rolls here. Let's do a group action roll. So what that means is two people. So you guys can help, and then John will be leading this roll. John, you'll at the end of this, you'll be making a strength action roll to try to remove this thing. You guys can make whatever action rolls you want to raise or lower the DC. So if you fail, and I'll just set a DC 15 to help. So if you would like to help, it is a DC 15 to do something. If you fail, you by sliding scale, but if you fail, not too bad. It adds 1 to the DC that John will need to roll. If you succeed, it lowers the DC by 1. But if you critically, if you get really low, if you get below a 10, it's going to be add 2 to the DC. If you get over a 20, it'll subtract 2 from the DC, so it'll slide like that. So what is each of you doing to help John as he backtracks, finds a pickaxe, walks back in? So hot orc man, pickaxe on his shoulder. What have you guys done while he walks away?
So vascular.
Yeah. The flannel. I just imagine he's wearing a flannel under his duster.
Oh, it's
comes off.
Oh god, what was that movie? The one, the smolder, the meme
Jumanji.
where he's like walking down the one where he's walking down the mining shaft with a pickaxe.
Zoolander.
Yes, the second one.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, what are you guys doing to help?
Can I tap into my knowledge of nature and do an instinct roll to get a sense of like how these crystals form, where to hit is the best spot to extract the most of it without damaging it?
Yeah. Yeah, give me an instinct roll.
And then I want to do man. I was thinking finesse, trying to pinpoint where specifically to hit, so he doesn't have to work as hard.
Mm-hmm.
I got a 24 with fear.
24 with fear, very cool.
Uh, 18 with hope.
Okay. Oh, so yeah, on the group check, these are considered the helping is considered reaction rolls, so they don't add hope or fear.
Oh, that's right.
But I'll still address them. One more time for you, Sandy. What was yours?
18.
18. On an 18, yeah, you lower the DC by 1, and it becomes a 14 DC for John. You get a 24. That lowers the DC by 2. So the DC is now 12 instead of 15. On that, you help him. You're kind of pointing out where he should be hitting, where he should be focusing. Don't waste too much time on this side. It'll actually be weaker if you hit it from here. Bronco, on that 24 insight, that resonance that you felt in your teeth when you pulled that skull away. It's off in the cavern somewhere. You dropped it off. It's far away. That resonance is still here, but minor. It's in this cavern.
I look to the miner. Why are you still here?
Oh, fuck my man. Some miner leaves. It exists throughout this cavern, much like the Essentia does. On a 24, Essentia in this black metal, this black stone, they seem to co-locate. Where you find one, you're likely to find the other. Essentia is easy. You could find it in those big veins and stuff. We're just tossing out rocks and moving things. You go as he's picking away at this thing, and you a big kind of chunk of rock comes off, and you see it roll to the side, and you see within it is a bead, not a perfectly spherical bead, but a chunk that has that same kind of purplish hue to it. That black stone exists where Essentia does. And it seems that this skull was specifically made to be that focus, to disrupt, to amplify that dissonance. But that dissonance seems inherent to this place. Where Essentia grows, this black stone also grows. And there's something to that. But you've essentially, John, please make that roll to remove it. Is a DC 13 strength check or DC 12 strength check.
All right. Can I make an argument for my idea to remove the crystal and try to lead this creature away from town and return the skull back to who tried to destroy the town and just balance things out, is sharp-witted and well-balanced for my experience.
Yeah, you can absolutely add the experience here. We'll talk about what happens after you remove the crystal, but yeah, I think you guys are learning a lot from this specific thing, and it might not do what you're intending it to do, but you're definitely getting information here.
Yes.
Yeah, give me that strength roll. Add that experience. Roll higher.
Oh, that's going to be horrible. That is going to be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13, 14, and then strength is 3, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17 with fear.
17, you expertly you've done like a couple ones that where Sandy told you to hit. It really like weakens the rock, and then you just do one big hit, and you see the crystal just kind of like cantilever, and it just kind of like, and then it rocks to the side like a child's loose tooth. It just comes out of its root, and falls to the side. A big chunk. This would make easily like 600 gold when fully processed and all of that, all the magic extracted from this thing. Bronco, your suspicions are confirmed here when you see that at the root of this thing, it seems to almost be sitting in a pocket of this black stone. This purplish black metal. Almost like where the Essentia has grown over thousands of years, you don't know, it has almost been followed by this black metal growing. Like they co-locate, but they're dissonant. They shouldn't be together. But there's an energy, and that dissonance seems to be attempting to catch up to and almost smother the energy of the Essentia. And there's a lot of questions there, but I don't know if...
Yo. I'm starting to think that one can't exist without the other. And I'm not sure if its Essentia can't exist without Blackstone, or Blackstone can't exist without Essentia, but it seems like they're always together. And I'm gonna be honest, I had a nightmare last night where the Colossus, it smashed through Drylands, and it was a purple rain of hellfire and just a demonic storm, and I think I realized something, putting 2 and 2 together. I think I can't be the one to kill Jezra. I can't.
I don't think he needs to
one
die.
can't exist without the other.
We flash back to the dream. On the inside of this dream, you see it's you standing there in Geiger form. Jezra's standing there with like purple flame around him, full Super Saiyan. His hat is just like billowing. His eyes are filled with purple malice. You're never gonna get me, Bronco! And he hits you with a beam of energy, and the dream ends.
Son of a bitch. I'll never be free of him. And you see Bronco wipe away tears. Anyway, I think we need to get to moving. draw this thing away from our town.
Yep.
If we can, do our best.
Maybe it won't just be this one crystal. Maybe we gather as much as we can with that skull. And if we get close enough to this Colossus, we might be able to just turn its direction just a little bit, just enough.
You guys take that large crystal that you've just mined. You bring it out of this cavern network. You guys go back up the ladder, and you hear hoofbeats of a single gorse, headed this direction. You see a handsome, kind of like salt and pepper haired, half-orc gentleman with a black hat, who you know to be Rick O'Shea.
Rick O'Shea, you goody two-shoes.
And you realize he's got like rope tied around him a little bit, like around his waist, and he is holding another figure behind him on top of this. And you see the unconscious form, just kind of like pitching back and forth, of Wyatt Dawnreach, who's looking sickly green. You see he's got bandages, a little kind of stitch over his eye, bandages over his arm, his chest is bandaged, bleeding from those. He's gotten first aid, but he needs real medical care, and he's not looking good. And you see them kind of like come up to you just on the outside of this as they are riding into town. They say, Bronco, John, what the hell are you guys doing here?
We're dealing with the situation.
Yeah, I just
What
fell
took
from
you
the
two so
situation.
long?
We were waylaid. Those Blackstone sons of bitches. They sprung upon us right when we were riding our way back here.
Wyatt doesn't look so good. How long do you think he's got? And I'm gonna walk up and start like taking vitals, kind of.
I mean, no roll necessary. You think if they didn't
I'll
get
pop
here
back into halfling form again.
Yeah, fully.
I think as I
like,
saw
wait.
them approach, I was already halfling form.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because that's like your secret. He says he's like, I don't know. We came upon him a couple days ago. We should have been back by now, but he's been like this for a day now, and he's been like this for a couple days now. When we came across him, we took out a couple of theirs. We took out a couple, but we weren't able to. They were fucking with the Colossus. They were like riding around it in circles, trying to like get its attention and like rile it up for some reason. They had these like pylons. They had these like staves that they had made out of that black stone that they wear. They were really just trying to piss this thing off. I don't know what it was, but we sprung up on them, took a couple of them out, but we were no match for their numbers. You see, even he's kind of like wincing from some pain, probably some broken ribs, and some probably just a couple of flesh wounds. He says, "We got to get back in town now. That Colossus is," and you hear like from the distance. Far off in the distance over the horizon, you see the Ikiri Mesa come over the horizon with the setting sun at its back. The Ikiri Mesa ambles forward, just cresting over the horizon, and you know that you have less than a day before that thing is upon you.
Rick, get Wyatt, go back to town, and you need to tell Logan that the Black Stones have a way to attract that thing, and they're attracting it here. We got some shit to do. Save him. Protect the town.
All right, we'll do what we can. And you see Wyatt just goes, Logan, in his unconscious state, and they ride on into town.
Friends,
We're gonna need.
The three of you.
We got a Colossus to chase.
I'm in.
The music cut out right then.
Yeah, perfect. Hell yeah. Do what I've done.
I'm just
And that's
imagining
where.
like The flare with the T-Rex just.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, it's just like the setting sun. It's like you guys silhouetted the setting sun going down, the Ikiri Mesa rising and ambling forward, moving. You can't see the Colossus yet. You only see the Mesa atop its back, and it just seems to be bobbing up and down as this thing ambles its way.
The silhouette of the Mesa swallows our silhouettes.
Yeah, and then we close it out there. But yes, you guys have prevented this thing from being in a full dead sprint rampage, and instead you've stopped the thing that was enraging it, but you have not diverted its path as of yet. And you'll have resources, you have each other, you have community, and we'll see what happens when the people, the heroes of Wyland's Gulch, go up against the Kiri Colossus on the next episode of Daggerheart Play Shift. Yeah, and that'll be a fun one. That'll be really cool. It's big. There's a lot of there's a lot of stuff that goes into a Colossus fight. So I am very excited to see how that goes and what we do. We got cool things like grappling hook belts and crazy old men that'll probably man one of these ballista or something.
Ooh, that was scary.
Yep.
Shout out!
Just,
Can I do a quick shout out to Jay Poyo, to Bobby, aka Bleon, and to Mayonk. Thank you so much for being our patrons.
We love you guys.
Holy shit. Yeah, that was terrifying.
Yeah, that was fun. But yeah, we'll get into it. There's for sure like a lot of questions. What is the relationship between the Blackstone and the Essentia? What is going on there? But yeah, you learned a lot more than I thought I was going to reveal during that. So very cool. But yeah, what the hell are the Blackstones doing? And why are they trying to get a Colossus over here? Obviously to kill a bunch of people, take the town over, blah blah blah. But that's just like, what else is going on? Yeah.
It's like Blackstone. The camp has a lot of that Blackstone material. We should bring a lot of crystal there. That's all. And they just resonate from each other.
Yeah. And then like what you were seeing was very like raw, unprocessed, unrefined. The skull is like pure Blackstone, super refined, like very pure. Probably had like some like carved runes on it even. And all of that magic seemed to be something that was amplifying whatever this thing's frequency was. But yeah, we'll see what happens next time. Do we have any questions in the chat? Anybody that we missed? Anything that we should address?
I don't think so.
Cool.
Uh,
Yeah, I mean, yeah, we could wrap it up there. Give you guys the rest of your Saturday night back.
Thank you so much for running. That was so fun.
Yeah, thank you.
It was
Yeah,
a
thank you,
blast.
Carter.
It's a little bit more loosey-goosey with like the narrative theater of the mind, but maybe we might have some more visual aids next time because it's a big Colossus thing. So we'll probably need some other stuff going on there. We'll figure out what that's going to look like. But yeah, we'll get some more friends in next time because we can't just send 3 people up against this thing. And we'll get a good crew together, and we'll see what happens next time on Daggerheart Play Shift.
Have we done a 6-person stream? I don't know if we have.
I don't know. Yeah, that'd be fun though.
That might be what we need.
Yeah, we could do like little vignettes of like you guys are on this arm, you guys are on this arm. What do you like? And you guys are all climbing up, but like it all happens at the same time. That could be cool. Yeah. Do you guys want to do
I'm ready
like?
for the 21st.
Hell yes, we love it. We love it. Do you guys want to go around and do like maybe very quick highlights, lowlights, thoughts, anything like that? Lingering questions.
That should be fun.
I'll start. My rolls were crazy. That's the best I've ever rolled in my life. I think I had 3 bad rolls, and the rest were like amazing, like the best. I'm so psyched. So that was really fun. Daggerheart is so fun to play. Like, I don't know. It feels very like free, like very like improvisey. Like not too rules heavy, so you can just like go with the vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love like the versatility of turning into an animal, and you get really good at a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. Being a Geiger was incredibly fun. I felt like so strong and powerful and stuff. And then I almost died too. Anyways, I rolled incredibly well, and I almost got fully HP and fully stressed out. Like that was tough tonight. That was very fun.
I pulled a couple stat blocks too. There's gonna be a few more of those like little ghosty guys, but I was like, I don't know, like they're already looking really rough. So yeah, this is I'm using just to shout this out. Check out freshcutgrass.app. They have an amazing Daggerheart encounter builder that lets you toggle HP, strength, lets you add a bunch of stat blocks to an encounter. And I've just got a bunch of stat blocks open, and I used a few things from different ones. I combined, so there's one called a Chaos Skull and a Secret Keeper. So I was like, okay, cool. Like, well, the skull's gonna come into play at some point, and like the guy's got it in his head. It seems like this cultist like had his skull coated or like had it replaced or something, but something was done to him to like replace his skull with this like deep for Battle Mage. For anybody else, it's deep lead, but like, but yeah, it's this kind of like weird metal skull thing. So yeah, but yeah, I combined some stat blocks. It's very cool to move around. And everything is available for you to see. So yeah, definitely check out freshcutgrass.app because that's what these encounters were built on. And it's very helpful for any prospective Daggerheart GMs out there.
That's why the skull was resistant to magical damage. Cool. Yeah, thank you so much, Carter. That was so fun. Great job running. Thank you, other players. Thank you, Sean and Natasha. That was so fun to play with you guys. That's it for me.
Yeah. Sean, highlights, lowlights, thoughts.
Highlights, two major highlights, both of them involving Natasha. The combo that you and I did was amazing. Your crit was amazing. The crits that you did were amazing.
I was going to say, which one?
Yeah. And then your character. Your character's not like most of the characters that you do, and they are precious and must be cherished and kept from all danger.
Mm-hmm.
Yay! Oh, thank you. I literally had no clue how I was gonna play her, and then I opened my mouth and I was like, "This is, very, very much not like any characters that I normally play."
Yeah,
that was very cool.
Yeah.
Lowlights for me is, I always like to play in person with my friends, so not being in person is always going to be a low light for me. It doesn't take away from anything that we're doing tonight or that we'll ever do in the future. Everything that we've had here tonight and in the past has been great, but just me personally, I always like to see my friends.
Just love to hug my friends after a good session.
Yeah. And thoughts, I'm curious as to what the next session would be. I have a thought in my head of what it might be. And it's going along two different ways. It's either a caravan chase or it's going to be Shadows of Colossus.
Yeah, I will say to tease things, think Shadow of the Colossus, think like Legend of Zelda, like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, fighting big monsters. Like how does that happen? What do you do? Do you get up there, solve some puzzles, and open up its chest and some rooms and stuff, or whatever? What does that look like? There's all kinds of stuff. It's a big thing. It could have a lot of stuff in there.
To speak to your in-person point, like obviously for a stream, we're saving like hundreds and thousands of dollars by being online. I remember during COVID, I got used to playing online kind of, and I was like, oh yeah, like this is great and so convenient. Why would I play in person again? And then the first time I played in person again, I was like, oh nope, it's better. That's just 1,000 billion times better. That's so fun.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree.
Okay. I was gonna say my Sam highlights were rolling crits because that was pretty sick. I I went to an appointment today, and on my way to my appointment, because I've never played Daggerheart before, I literally put my character sheet together today. I was like going through resources and watching your guys' videos of the last 2 sessions, like yesterday and today. But I was watching like the like Daggerheart Matt Mercer videos, like intro to like make your character sheet and everything, and I was like, oh, the like double dices crits is like pretty sick. I probably won't get so lucky as to roll.
3, dude. Like
Afterwards, when I was just playing around with my D12s and rolling, I crit twice in a row, and I was like, what is going on?
yeah.
These are lucky dice, lucky Daggerheart dice. But yeah, so happy to join you guys. This is so much fun. I love playing with my friends. Love creating fun new characters, and I'm glad that she was enjoyable and precious to you guys. Yeah. I love games.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, piggybacking off of that, my highlight is watching you come in and just being like take to Daggerheart so well and so quickly. Like one of my favorite things is to like watch new people come into this system and just be like, oh, this is like fucking awesome. This is so cool. And just like watch you like, and we didn't have to spend too much time bogged down in like rules and explanations and stuff, because we've definitely done that on PlayShift. We've done a lot of like Daggerheart how to, and like let's go through the whole mechanics of everything. But it was very cool, and like where we needed to, we inserted like mechanics and rule stuff. But yeah, it just speaks to like how great of a player you are, and how great you are narratively to come into this thing for the first time, new system, haven't been on PlayShift before, and just come on and absolutely kill it. So that's my highlight. And then thanks for being a Magic-y person. That way I could bounce cool magical like lore reveals off of and stuff. It's like, yeah, you Primal Origin, yeah, you know, you feel that, like you feel what that is.
Yeah, at first I was going to be, I can't remember what it's called. Oh, I was going to be a fairy, but then I rewatched part of last week's, and Rick was a fairy witch, and I was just like, I want to be different. Like, I'm gonna choose something else. And then looking through the like stuff from the void, I was just like, okay, typically I would go with vampire, but Sandy the friendly ghost just sounds so fun.
Yeah, I love that. Yeah, like I would say that's my low light, is I didn't like push more to be like, why are you a ghost? What happened? Like that was like me. That's like, it's probably like I'm spinning a lot of plates here, but that's a plate I wish I picked up and kept spinning, because that's very cool. But we're definitely gonna learn more about what that is about next time. But yeah, well, what drew you to the ghost over the vampire stuff? Other than just like, oh, it'd be cool, like Sandy the ghost.
I was like, oh, I think I just super last minute. Like right before I started stream, I was like, I'm just picking one. Ghost sounds cool because I want to be able to like go through things, and like it goes with like some of the sneakier stuff that my character has. So yeah.
I think I looked at the werewolf and the vampire, but I didn't look at what the ghost does. So like that's all new to me. So that's awesome. Very cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, I know there are no other highlights, lowlights, thoughts. Great session. Thank you guys for joining along. And we'll have a fun one next time we all get back together. Hopefully, we can keep these people and add 2 or 3 more, and have a good time. Thanks for listening, everybody who stuck with us. Thanks for doing this. This will be up as a VOD on YouTube later next week, and we'll get that up, and you can rewatch all this fun stuff once more.
Yeah, I tried messing with the like upload times, and like the original thing was Sundays at 10. It comes up Sundays at 10 when signups end at Battlemage. And I switched away from that, and it's back at Sundays at 10 because they did bad.
Okay, yeah.
So, yeah.
Check us out Sundays at 10. Mm-hmm. And then every other Friday going forward now, first and third Friday of the month, we'll be play shifting it up. I think next one I'd love to just do like the follow up to this, because we got a cool cliffhanger, and then we'll definitely have some fun stuff. We'll probably do some Christmas or a holiday oriented things going into the going into December and the holiday season, and then we'll definitely be doing a lot more Daggerheart too, of course. So cool. Thanks for joining, guys. Have a great night. Thank you to my amazing players at the table today. And yeah, I can't wait to see you guys next time.
Thanks, everybody. Live, laugh, lore.
See ya.
Goodbye, Julia's
Live, laugh,
mom.
lore. Bye, Julia's mom.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for watching.